Hello, and welcome to the All Night Gamers Podcast, episode 196. Hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the show. Sorry we skipped a week. Life got busy for a bit there.
True.
As always.
But we're back, and we're going to pay for it because Alex has provided us with a sheet that is 5 full pages long of tons of shit that's happened over the past 2 weeks. But
very busy gaming for the last.
Before we get into all that, how are we doing, boys? We doing all right this evening?
Doing pretty good, yeah.
Well, I got to go back to work this week, but it's been a nice break away from work.
Dude, the first day back always sucks after getting
Yeah.
off for a long
Not
stretch.
ready for it.
Yeah.
It could be better. My car, we took it out for a little test drive. Took it at Chick-fil-A. It's still throwing an error unless I get that high RPM. So,
Have you reset the errors since you changed the spark plugs?
no.
You can disconnect your battery for a couple minutes and then
Yeah,
reconnect it.
that's what Dad said as well.
Yeah.
But it's still, it's still shaking. So it's not like it's gonna go away.
Yeah. That's more concerning. Fun
Interesting.
times. Nothing like owning a 20-year-old Chevy, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
General Motors, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm thinking most likely, I'm gonna be trading it up within the next year. Just
gonna
because
get
of all the
a
issues.
Shelby Super Snake GT500 Mustang, huh? Maybe a Hellcat,
Yes.
some with like 800 horsepower.
That's what Alex suggested was a Hellcat.
Yeah. Get something that you can kill yourself in like 30 minutes. Just
I
don't
need
even.
a motorcycle.
Yeah, no.
No.
You can.
Grant and I are on the same wavelength. Hellcat, Cameron.
Obviously, you don't need it.
I don't need a lot of
But-
things.
But
I'm gonna prove it on the show.
Or you could buy a
Original.
used Mustang off Facebook from like 10 years ago that still has a live rear axle and do that thing you see on Instagram where cool guys try to pull out of a car show and they spin out and crash. You could do that, but you could do that at like 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And then
Yo.
all your problems will be gone.
And with tons of civilian cars around as well.
Yeah, tons
Okay.
of civilian.
Very
Bro, we're
big difference.
2.5 minutes
Grant
in.
wants you to crash.
Yeah.
I want you to have a cool car. Grant
Why
just
not
wants you to
both?
crash a cool car.
Hey, I mean, at least you'll look cool crashing.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, he'll look like a 16-year-old with daddy's money who bought the first cool car on the lot.
Yeah, but it'll have like a Hellcat, bro. That'll be.
but a Hellcat, exactly.
I mean, I'm just thinking about the money. Cameron, like, we make similar amounts. That'd probably be fucking $1,000 a month for
Fuck.
8 years, 9 years.
But it looks cool.
At best, probably more like $1,500 for 8 years. So maybe not.
The
But-
thing is, Orlando is so much more expensive than Huntsville.
True. But I'm just saying, like, what you could get approved for. I'm not saying
That's-
you could. Yeah, you'd probably default on that shit. I'd probably default on that too. I almost got pneumonia. That was cool. That was really fucking sick and scary. Not being able to like fully inhale is truly frightening.
Oh no.
But I didn't have to go to. That day I was like, it seemed to get better after I took some meds and stuff. So I was like, if I still can't fully breathe by tomorrow, I'm going. And then the next morning I could breathe. So
Goated.
close call.
Saves it.
Yeah, it's been quite some time here. Okay, let's get into the show. First, happy late birthday, Alex and Cameron Wu. Sing the.
Let's go.
Yay.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I took off for that birthday.
Wait. Nice.
We weren't even there. And
They
Cooper's
weren't even
like,
here.
but you don't understand. I
Hey,
gotta
off
gotta
day.
take this off.
ATO. I don't get
Very
PTO.
important that I'm there for my brother's birthday. Who are
Exactly.
both not here.
That's crazy.
Did you guys have a good birthday? Other than all the spark plug stuff.
Cameron, I
First-
played games all day. Cameron
Worst
Tried to fix the
birthday
car all day.
ever, dude.
Yeah, that's a rough
I
one.
spent. We were gonna go to the. We were either gonna go to the parks or we are gonna
Yeah,
do
mini
mini
golf.
Oh
golf.
yeah, you got reservations for parks, I think, right?
Yeah, we did. We
Yeah.
were either gonna do parks or mini golf, and instead I spent all afternoon trying to do my stupid spark plugs, and yeah, so great, so awesome.
Me personally, I would have just fixed the problem, not even wasting that.
Dude, I would have loved to have transplanted Cooper into that situation and just watch.
Dude, easy,
Cooper would have gone, Dad, what do I do?
easy.
Where do
Isn't
I
that what
take
you
this?
did?
That's not what I did.
What'd you do?
I had to fix it.
Made the problem worse.
Correct.
I mean, yeah, but you know that's how it goes working on cars. Every time you go
Yeah.
and you want to do something to your car, and you're like, "Oh, I can have this done in probably a couple hours," and then something goes wrong. You don't have a tool. A tool doesn't fit in the hole you need to go in.
Both.
Something breaks.
Yeah.
Two
Missing a
words,
screw.
boys. Breaker bar.
Yes.
Holy
I did
shit.
enjoy the saga of getting a semi-panic call from Cameron every 36 hours with an update on the broken spark plugs.
He, but breaker, not really collector's corner, I guess. But I did buy a breaker bar, and holy shit, I managed to get the last 3 done this morning, like within 3-ish hours.
Yeah, that was
Just because, it's so much easier.
physics, man.
Mm.
But I bought a breaker bar from Harbor Freight for like $7 several years ago, and it's like I've spent so much money on way crazier tools, but that one has been top 5 tools. It's just a big ass breaker bar.
I spent like 17 on it, but instead of what I needed it to, and I'll be able to use it on Chelsea's car because that was the problem last time was I needed a breaker bar.
The bonus is that it's just a stick of metal, so it's not really gonna break. And if it does break, you got way bigger problems. Also, happy 135th birthday to Nintendo.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Congratulations for being a corporation.
For that
go.
long. No, they're generally way older than what people think.
I remember there was one birthday, someone's like, no, don't you mean, like, it might have been like the 131st or something. I was like, don't you mean 31st? And it's like, that's not even old enough to go back to Mario.
Actually.
Actually.
Let's see. Lollipop Chainsaw Repop released on 9/11. That's fantastic. Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered released on September 19th. And Disney Epic Mickey Rebrush releases tomorrow. So by the time you're listening to this,
Unless you had
the what?
pre-ordered it? Yeah,
The-
pre-ordered.
The premium
digital
edition?
version.
Yeah. No, just pre-ordered the digital version, then you could play it 24 hours there. So
Interesting.
Today,
Which I currently am.
I have not heard good things about the Lollipop Chainsaw remaster.
That's sad.
Let me check the Metacritic.
I've
on
heard it's not worth what it costs normally, but if you want to play it, it will eventually drop.
Metascore of 69. Nice. User score 8.4 actually. The Xbox
It's
version
still-
got a full 10 points worse.
Sounds about right. So the biggest things I've heard, you should wait for it to go on sale. Is the biggest thing, but it doesn't have the original music because
That's crazy.
yeah, it's just like a thing.
Because everything's licensed.
Yep, everything's licensed. But it still has like the gameplay and stuff. But the other thing is, it's missing kind of some of the comic booky feel. But they made like an announcement they're adding some of that back in. So like, if it goes on a big scale, it will probably be worth it.
Now, you keep cutting in and out.
I don't know why.
I mean, I hear him. He just keeps.
I
He
know.
just like talks quieter.
Yeah.
I say it's fine on my side.
Speak with your chest. Say it with your chest. Oh God, here we go. EA says AI is the very core of its business. Yeah, of course it is, because you don't have to pay AI.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really hoping that this is just the current blockchain or whatever, where they're like stupid ass, what are they? Stock
Investors.
market investors. This is the big thing, and we promise we're actually gonna do it. And they don't actually do it, but they say,
Oh, just to make investors happy. Yeah, they just say that
yeah,
AI, AI, AI.
yeah, yep, because that's what investors want to hear right now.
That's what we're doing at work.
We're not. Too cheap for that.
I mean, I also don't think we're doing anything. I'm doing the automation. I know that. So I'm the AI.
I am very excited to see the EA slop that comes out within the next 2 or 3 years, and just like what AI screw ups are included, because there's got to be some.
So
I
true.
do
For
love.
sh- There's got to be some.
I do love.
Hands.
EA
Ooh,
slop.
let's give the AI the
Quite
ability to
entertaining.
make FIFA. Is that the no? FIFA's the no Madden's football. FIFA's soccer. Like yeah, give
FIFA's
the next
football everywhere
FIFA.
but here.
Yeah, give FIFA to AI. I really want to see the hands and feet it comes up with. I think it would be hilarious.
True.
Though I saw a video recently that showed it was made by AI and it looked better than the last time I saw a video made by AI, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh, it's getting a lot
And-
better. I mean, it's called intelligence for a reason.
I mean, to be fair, this one was made by a Chinese company, which means they don't care and probably just took from like Hollywood stuff, which would make it where it would look better like that.
True.
Because it's based on the data sets, and when whatever, who cares? But I do think there's two possibilities where AI just doesn't really get much better unless it once companies are like, oh, we have to put all our things in the AI. Never mind then. Or
Exactly.
I think it gets so much better that video and film won't be admissible evidence in court trials.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start clarifying content on whether it's AI generated or not. I think. I don't think AI is
Yeah.
slowing down. It's too
Mm-mm.
lucrative.
YouTube is trying to do that, but I don't know how effective it is because it requires people to be honest and
Gonna have to add a tag like Steam where
Yeah.
it's community based so that companies can't just remove it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Instagram already does tags like that because I saw it's shown up a lot more recently with Disney. There was like an Imagineer post. And it was like, this post was made with AI. It's like Disney. You're supposed to be the creative company. What are you doing?
I mean, I saw a deepfake not too long ago that literally would have fooled me into thinking it was Elon Musk talking if he wasn't talking about adding nutsack biometric data to Twitter. Like I knew it
What?
would. That's the only thing that was like the video itself. He was sitting like in a format like this, like a podcast kind of view, camera on him, boom mic visible, talking, and it looked really, really convincing. But what he was saying was obviously a shit post, so like I knew it was fake. But it was like scaringly convincing.
Yeah.
PlayStation 5 Pro came out. Really, we skipped the week that PS5 Pro came out.
Yes, we did.
Dang,
Did we
man.
really? Oh, that's crazy.
Well, good. Let's finally dog on it. $700 coming out November 7th. No disk drive is
Insane.
included. No stand is included.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
The biggest feature is now kind of two things. One, you won't have to choose between performance or fidelity modes in PS5 games. It's powerful enough to do both. And also, there's like PS4 Pro or PS4 enhancements that are just kind of baked into the console now that can run PS4 games better and faster, even if they weren't coded to support it. Like a bunch of games came out with updates to take advantage of PS5 hardware, but even if it's still a PS4 game, it can run those better.
I added a thing from Tom Warren
There
where
will still be 30 FPS PS5 Pro enhanced games. Okay. So some games might still be 30 FPS.
Like, and like with the distro advanced stand, it's like around 800, right?
Yeah.
yes,
That's insane. I will not be buying, bro.
And I've seen so much discourse online about it costs too much, or actually the cost is reasonable, or a lot of
Cost is
PC
unreasonable.
and console people bickering and fighting, going back and forth because like
yeah, right.
this is expensive, but like, have you looked at a graphics card?
True.
And it's really just so silly because like this. Sure, if you take it into inflation, adjust it, whatnot, it's not the craziest price point that they've ever launched a console at. Yes, it's close to PS3, but like, if you spend an extra $300 on a computer, now you have a computer. It can do computer things. It's not just a console anymore. And I think people don't talk about that. Because they're just like, well, why would I buy a computer for games that's like $1,300 when I can buy this that will run better than any PC I can build for $1,300? And it's like, yeah, you're
That's
right.
fair.
But if you care about anything other than games, like, you got to file taxes and stuff, like boring shit. Also, you can't mod your games. Online's still free, by the way. You got to pay for PlayStation Plus. But yeah, it's been goofy. There's also PlayStation 30th anniversary stuff that's coming out. There's a standard PS5 and a PS5 Pro that are grayscale and a colored PlayStation logo like PS1 looking. There's a DualSense controller and a DualSense Edge controller that looks to come with its like a custom case too, like a gray case with the logo just like everything else. The consoles also come with a really cool USB-C cable where the end that plugs into the controller has the port connector shape of a PlayStation 1 controller, just with a USB thing coming out of the end of it. It sucks that you have to buy a console for that.
Right,
Nah,
and
for real.
so upset it
Like,
doesn't come
why
with the
not sell
controller.
that? Why would you not sell that separate?
Literally.
Because it's going to
Because
convince
limit-
at least one person to buy another PS5.
Me. No, I'm too poor for that.
Look, even if I had the free money for it, I would not buy a console for the sake of having a cool USB-C.
It's cool though.
Oh, it's very cool. I very much.
Where's the
like
USB-Cs that came with the console? You see, those are still in the box. I ain't letting anybody use them. You'll ruin them.
Yeah, I mean, I just like, you either have to be the craziest of crazy power users, but you only play PlayStation, or you don't yet have a PlayStation.
And even then, why are you paying $700 for a PlayStation? If you have not had a reason to buy one yet, why are you buying this one?
Because it's cool.
I mean, a lot of people have been waiting for the Pro to come out just to buy a PS.
Yeah. And that comment was more slated towards like the 30th anniversary, like the reason to buy a 30th anniversary console, especially because they're only making like what, 12,000 units or something like that.
Yeah, something very limited.
Crazy.
But yeah, this is what I expected, and it was what I was worried about, because for someone like me, I have yet to have a qualm with the performance of my PS5. I think it's great. Like, I'm still swimming in this whole 4K 120 world. Like, I have no need to have more power. It can already do 4K 120, and like sure you can get fidelity mode, but like usually most of the games that I'm playing high frame rate like that in, I'm moving so fast because it's either a super fast platformer or it's like Gran Turismo or something. I don't need to see the details of the buildings that are zooming by my face. I can't even see
No,
them in
sure.
the first place. So I don't know. It's a bit disappointing for sure.
Would you buy the
They,
standalone? Oh my bad. 'Cause
they
like
announced a bunch of games coming to the enhanced thing already.
Yeah, but like those are all games that have been available.
Mhm.
True. It should have been new games on their thing, and that's their biggest problem.
At least
Oh.
one new game.
Yeah.
And like you can't tell me the PS5 already didn't have enough power to do this kind of thing. Like maybe not to the extent that you can do it on the Pro, obviously, but I find that hard to believe.
No, for real.
What were you gonna say, Cooper?
Is the controller gonna be standalone as well? Or...
Yeah, the
Yeah, you
controller.
can't buy
there
the-
is a
Yeah,
But you don't get a wire with that anyways, so
yeah,
That's lame.
so true.
yeah. I've got 5 DualSense controllers and 1 cable.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
Lord.
What's your fifth? You've got white. Oh no, you've got a colored one. Something
I've got
blue, right?
I've got white. I've got light
Black.
blue. I've got dark blue. I've got
Astro,
Spider-Man, and I've got
and Spider.
Astro. Spider-Man, Astro. That's 5.
That's insane.
No, 6. I have a purple one too. The purple one I got for like $30 though. At like a
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
really good. Yeah.
That's I don't really play with it much. I keep it in my bag for like remoting into my phone if I want, or using it on my Surface or something.
Mhm.
There are 3 people on this chat who own a PS5, and all of us own Spider-Man and Astrobot controller.
Yeah, what can I say?
I mean, you also have to consider the fact that between me and Grant, we have every Switch Pro.
Yeah, but they've announced there's been other PS5 controllers, and nobody on this chat's been like, one of those. No. We all wanted Concord, right?
I'm kind of surprised I didn't get the
No.
Hogwarts Legacy though.
I wanted
It
it.
sold
I
out
didn't
too
have the
fast.
money.
I came close to getting
Haley
the God of
tried to
War
buy
one.
it. And then there was the
LeBron James.
who was it? LeBron James
What?
has.
Legacy one, like, crazy
Wait, he had the
overpriced
one with
stuff?
the. Is he the one I'm thinking of? There might have been 2 of those.
I guess they're all overpriced, but still.
Yeah.
No, this is the one I'm thinking of. Grant's got it. It says nothing is given, everything is earned.
Sports controller. Let's see. PS5 Pro limited 30th anniversary bundles are already driving price gougers mad with $10,000 offers. Scalpers are
What?
already asking as much as 10 grand for an attempt to secure the limited console bundle.
That
But
is
it says
crazy.
on those eBay
That's
listings,
crazy.
so a lot of them are getting pulled. But they're like, oh, if I don't get it, I'm keeping your money.
That's wild.
Yeah, what are
Why
we
would
all
you-
itching about? What's like, are you? Who is shitting $10,000?
Better question.
Are we poor?
Why would I even
We are
We
poor.
I think
I
so.
was a
I didn't.
yes,
Yeah, okay, you didn't have to answer the question.
but I don't think
thanks.
that's the problem.
Okay, but like
I don't think that's the
hear me out.
problem.
If I'm given $10,000 to attempt to get the Pro, why the fuck
Yeah.
would I even bother? I just got $10,000.
Yeah, and if I tell them if I don't get that, keep your money. Like, okay, I'm gonna go enjoy my afternoon.
Yeah. What? That's crazy, dude. That's so insane. You could build a top of the line spec PC and still have $5,000.
Oh no, for real.
Like state of the art 32 core processor, dual 4090, whatever kind of disgusting build you want to make
I
for
think
$5,000.
you're a little bit low, but I think you'd have less than 5,000. But you are close. 10,000
Right.
would get you.
It's
I'm
close
sure you could do
enough.
it for set. You could have multiple thousands left over I think
For sure.
if you can't do it for 5 and I'm out of touch, you could do it for 7. Unless you want to like pipe your cooling into your home's AC system or something crazy.
Crazy.
That man. PlayStation's co-CEO insists consoles will remain the core of its business. Quote, we are trying to increase the overall game market by expanding content to PCs. There is no doubt that home consoles will be the core of our business, but by offering titles for devices other than home consoles, we will reach a wider range of customers. This might be on this list, but I did see that there's a God of War for PC came out, and there's already a mod where you can you don't have to give a PlayStation Network account. I got like instantly
Done.
modded within a day.
Mhm.
I don't think
That's
God of
pretty
War
crazy.
is on here. I think I skipped it.
Yeah, because everybody's pissed off about it because you have to have a PSN to play, but the whole point is to not have a PSN. It's on PC.
No.
Yeah.
Just get the mod. PlayStation Plus game catalog for September is available, including The Plucky Squire, Night in the Woods, Under the Waves, and more.
Mm.
I'm impressed.
I've heard
they're
a
even
lot
still
of
doing
bad
this.
things about the Plucky Squire.
Yeah, I mean it checks out. They're not going to give out incredibly good games,
No.
and if they are good games, then they're games that's past their shelf life or something like PGA Tour.
Mhm.
Mhm.
A new State of Play is coming tomorrow.
Yep.
What did they?
What?
What are they talking about?
We
Do
don't
we
know.
know? Okay. The
I
showcase
think
is
they
the
said
showcase
20
is the one where
titles.
they talk about a
Yeah,
specific
showcase.
game. Okay.
Showcase they'll announce ahead of time. State of Play is back tomorrow. Tune in live for 20 upcoming PS5 and VR games. It will be 30 plus minutes, and it will premiere at these are
6 p.m.
6
Eastern.
p.m. Eastern time and 12 a.m. CST. Oh no, that's Japan time. Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern. So that means 7 here. 6 for y'all.
Mm.
No, you
No.
guys are in Eastern. It's 6 for you guys. 5 for us.
Yay!
Mhm.
I just can't read.
So
neither.
true.
True.
I never learned how.
Respawn is developing the final chapter of Star Wars Jedi Story, says EA. Okay.
Mhm.
Useful information. Thank you.
Cal Kestis' last game. Hopefully they ended on a.
Do you think Respawn did all that stuff with Apex so that they could just have more time to develop this game because they knew everybody would quit playing?
Maybe.
Makes it nice and easy.
Mhm.
Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is shutting down in November, and we'll get a paid app version instead. Rest in peace.
Dang.
I mean, Pocket Camp wasn't that fun anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, I say rest in peace,
Yeah.
knowing damn well I've never even downloaded that game. But
I like the
It was.
implication though that they're gonna give a paid version to let people keep
I only
playing.
know what it is because I have a friend that's obsessed with Animal Crossing.
So
yeah, me too.
Crazy.
I think Pocket Camp was definitely really good, especially during that like drought during the Wii U era before New Horizons.
No, it came out late into the week.
Oh, did it really?
I mean,
I thought it came out with
It wa-
Faye. Am I wrong?
it was close to Faye. I think it was further from Faye than you think, but it was closer than not.
Release.
I mean, Faye kind of sucks too, so.
Dang.
It does.
You know what? I'm just a hater. Let's just make that clear.
Um,
Yeah, I know
know,
you're
I
really
feel like-
stepping up to the plate tonight. I feel like I'm lacking. I haven't been
Yeah.
hating
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
I feel like the
Oh,
difference between
2017.
Faye and Pocket Camp is Pocket Camp doesn't really do a good job of giving like the whole series love because it focuses on that design element, and that's
Mhm.
not that's not something that was in the older games.
Yeah.
But then you've got um, Faye, which is basically any you pick up any Fire Emblem game and it's going to be similar. It's it's still toned down, but it's a lot more similar.
Mhm.
Okay, so it came out about 2 years roughly before New Horizons, I think. October 25th, 2017, and then March 2020. So about
Solid
2
two and a
years.
half.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nintendo's suing Palworld, or more specifically, the company that makes Palworld. Um,
Ooh.
they filed
As
patent
they should.
infringement lawsuits in the Tokyo District Court against Pocket Pair Incorporated. They have responded saying they will fight Nintendo in their lawsuit, quote, to ensure indies aren't discouraged from pursuing ideas. Um,
I mean,
Yeah,
honestly though,
I don't know about that.
they're not gonna win that because Palworld, literally without even like playing the game and just looking at a couple of the things that you can like, a
Well,
couple of the monsters you can get,
It's not
they're
about the
basically
mod.
that's
exact
not.
rip-offs of Pokemon.
I mean, it is
Yeah.
yes, but that's not what the lawsuit's about. They infringed on some of Nintendo's patents. For
Oh, like what?
we don't
We
know.
don't
Nobody
know.
knows.
Oh, interesting.
So, but everyone's speculating on it, but nobody knows.
Mm.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
No,
analysts
not
'Cause I
say
first
nobody
thought it
knows.
was.
Nintendo knows what patents they're suing
I sure
over.
thought it
They're
was
just
about the
not
close link to Pokemon.
required to disclose till it gets closer to court date.
Analysts are saying they think it will end bad for Pocket Pair. Nintendo's feared legal team wouldn't sue Palworld unless it was confident of victory.
That's so true.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see what kind of argument they like. What patents are they infringing on? I really want to know because, like, I want to be fair. Oftentimes Nintendo suing people kind of rubs me the wrong way. A lot of it, I don't know, a bad taste.
To
But
be
I
fair,
want to be fair.
Nintendo
If
normally
it's
doesn't sue people; they just do cease and desist.
yeah, I know it's kind of hard to explain. They
Tomato, tomato, tomato.
Yeah, like cease and desist, sure. Suing, it depends on more context. That's why I want to know like, what is actually going on here. Is it something serious, which I find hard to believe, or is it something that like it's taken so long for Nintendo to take
No,
action against
I've
Palworld?
heard this argument all week looking into this news. That's not true. If they were trigger happy, they would have already done it. Them taking so long, they've been looking for something. Like
Yeah,
on
why have they been looking
like
for stuff?
no, not like
Mm.
in looking like they've been building a case and putting it together, not oh, we just need to sue them over something for similar designs. They've got something on them and they've been putting it together for the past.
Yeah, but I feel like that this
Months.
would have never have even started if it wasn't all that stuff like that Palworld has basically Pokemon in it. Which obviously I mean when that game came out, it was all in the news about it and everybody was asking Nintendo like, "Hey, aren't you going to do something?" And they
So Nintendo said, "Hell yeah, we're
Shut
gonna do
up.
something."
they
No,
just said
Nintendo said shut up, stop sending us stuff about Power.
like we were looking at it. So, I don't
Mm.
They put out a Japanese thing saying that.
cuz I just want to see what the actual problem is before I make an actual opinion cuz right now it seems like more like a come on situation. Like Palworld's already dead.
That's also true. Like
Yeah.
Palworld basically isn't making any money as it is.
It's
I played it for literally like, I think I have like 4 hours in the game, and then I haven't picked it up since. I just uninstalled it and haven't gone back. Like, it's not that fun.
Wasn't
So
the argument that it was fun with friends?
I mean,
I don't know. I never had
Dakota
any
and
friends to
Josh
play it
were
because
spamming that
it was
game
kind
for
of
a
a.
while.
I say it's kind of a tough sell to get people that play Pokemon to play something that is clearly reminiscent of Pokemon, but is not actually Pokemon. But
So yeah, I
I'll just
can't
get an
wait to see
emulator
what they're
and
actually suing about. 'Cause
I'm so interested.
I'm squinting, just like Team Past won the Splatfest.
Let's go.
mid.
Okay, buddy.
Splatoon, not
Splatoon
past.
3's finally dead. There you go,
It's
Kyle.
not,
There's your
but-
news.
Let's go!
It is, but it isn't.
Damn it!
They added
I've got it on the sheet if you want me to go forward.
Oh yeah. So also want to mention that the new amiibo allow you to go back to the Grand Festival lobby so you can see all the concerts and stuff. After from the Splatoon page on Twitter, after 2 incredible years of Splatoon 3, regular updates will come to a close. Don't worry, Splatoween, Frosty Fest, Spring Fest, and Summer Nights will continue with some returning themes. So it's dead.
it's
Yeah.
dead.
Yes,
He
essentially.
said.
They're just gonna keep it running until Splatoon 4, probably.
Yep.
Um, I would like to point out that it's not just the new amiibo. You can also use any idle amiibo will let you revisit the Grand Festival.
Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Microsoft lays off another 650 staff from its video game workforce.
Let's go.
Yeah. From Tom Warren, Microsoft has instructed Xbox social media accounts to go dark today amid the layoffs. It's to avoid a repeat of, quote, feel the burn Xbox controller announcement during the last layoffs. That's funny.
Damn. Crazy.
Microsoft represented to this court that, quote, the post-merger company will be structured and operated in a way that would reliably enable Microsoft to divest any or all of the Activision businesses as robust market participants in the unlikely event that such a devastator is ordered. Further, Microsoft argued that the principal public equity would be served by an injunction. Oh, I'm going to throw up. To maintain the pre-merger
Words.
status quo is not implicated by Microsoft's vertical acquisition of Activision, which Microsoft intends to operate as a limited integration studio. What does this all mean? Microsoft claimed that the public equity favoring an injunction is more acutely implicated in horizontal mergers while competing entities integrate their operations and in the process often eliminate redundancies.
They're
I
fine.
forgot I put this
They're-
on this. The sheet. This is essentially, I think this is the merge.
This is from the Activision merger obviously, but like
Yeah.
I assume like this whole thing just gives their
Was
explanation
this the
of
staff
like we don't
memo?
No.
They're warranting firing people.
Yeah,
I
they're
think I
saying that yeah, we are going to acquire Activision and because of that they're going to get rid of like duplicate services that they have.
is this the
Interesting.
memo?
I don't if Phil Spencer sent this out in a team memo to the people who are getting laid off, that's scumbag behavior.
No, this is the FTC was already pissed from the previous year. This is the FTC response from last year when they fired a bunch of people. From
What
the
is-
previous almost 2,000 from the previous year. This was Microsoft saying they weren't going to fire a bunch of people and then did, and then they did it again.
Look, I know the tech industry is not like doing great right now, but it doesn't help when one of the biggest companies is just firing people willy nilly.
Mm-hmm.
The companies want AI to write their programs, and it's so funny to watch because the AI use fake coding.
It's so great.
Yeah, I'm not good at reading legal jargon, but what I think this is trying to say is that Microsoft's argument was that they wouldn't fire a bunch of people because they're vertically integrating Activision. And
Right.
firing
They've done
people
this-
to eliminate redundancy comes from more typical horizontal mergers.
Right.
But
and
now they're
they
firing
fired-
people. Yeah, now they're firing people anyway. Bang.
Let's
And
go,
that-
baby.
Get out of here.
They just wanted
And
to
that's why the
rank
FTC is
firing
mad.
people.
And this was last year's comment, so they'll probably be mad about the other 650 also being fired.
Yeah. Video game developers are leaving the industry and doing something or anything else. An article
Me too.
from Aftermath reports from line cooks to bike repairs, people who used to be video game developers are being forced to try something new.
Theoretically, you could say that about a lot of jobs.
Yeah, but with all, I think they're focusing about like what are all the people that got laid off doing now?
Nothing.
Not much.
Competing with each other for new jobs.
We spoke with a number of video game developers who, over the past few years, have been forced out of their jobs and are now trying something new. In doing so, we're not trying to advocate for people leaving video games, nor are we trying to glorify the act of pursuing something else. Each story is an individual one, some of them full of regret, and others are grateful. Quote, there is a joy in doing something that you are really good at, and I miss that feeling.
Interesting.
And it goes on to recount stories of different people and how they ended up where they were and how they feel about being there. It seems like quite an interesting read.
Mm-hmm.
This is an interesting one. So a girl named Anna worked in UX at Blizzard, but after being laid off, has decided to leave the tech space entirely. Now working as a line cook. I needed some money, and I knew I wanted as physical a job as possible. I've been at a desk for 20 years, and it's wreaked havoc on my body and brain. My brother was working for a family friend at the country club restaurant, and I was like, please let me do some manual labor. I need to move my body. And now she's hoping to open up her own food truck soon, and is not holding her breath on returning to the games industry. Even if the labor movement improves and becomes more regulated. Interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, go Anna though, for real.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
open up
saying.
that food truck. Too bad you're
Yeah.
is she working? Oh, they didn't say where. I was like, we need to find that food truck.
Yeah, I'm down.
Dude, not for real.
You're like, yo, Anna, what's up? We read your article.
That's crazy.
That's
Here
exactly
to
why it doesn't
support.
list where she's working.
Yeah, it's interesting. They got people going, being course directors at universities. Web development. What is this? So this one guy, his name is Chris. He was laid off twice in 1 year.
Damn.
Both times at companies with what he describes as unbelievably toxic work culture. The idea of rolling the dice interviewing to join another possible shit show was paralyzing.
Me too.
And now he works on vintage BMW bikes.
That's sick.
Motorcycles, specifically,
Mhm.
obviously. Interesting. Ubisoft investor wants to dethrone Ubisoft's founders so Ubisoft can lay more developers off. Oh my dude, these headlines are getting so frustrating to read. Yeah,
Mhm.
get the leadership out so we can put them with more soulless snake people.
Let's
That's
go,
what
baby.
Disney just had to fight off too. Was investors trying to come in and change everything? Like, what? What? Why?
Money.
Why do we want?
People do not have
But how does
value.
but it's short term.
Yeah, it is.
They
And
literally do not care.
yeah, bro, they didn't ask, frankly.
Yeah, right.
They're just they want those numbers up at literally any cost. They would burn the world down to have their profits keep going higher.
They just want to see big number get
They
bigger.
are burning the world down.
That's what I'm saying.
Case in
But
point.
numbers go up.
Yeah, bro, keep chopping down to Amazon. Let's just get rid of it. There's money in those forests. And living things, but who cares about them?
Why? Look, why do I need the world to not be in shambles when I'm not going to be here after it all falls apart?
The
I'm
bugs
gonna be
and
a
the
rogue
snakes that live in the rainforest are not generating shareholder value. You just
So
don't
true, so true.
understand. The birds are not increasing our revenue.
Therefore, pointless.
Yeah.
So true.
Mhm.
In a recent interview with Young Jump, Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy veteran Tetsuya Nomura recalls watching his high school classmate play a video game with what Nomura considered a particularly unattractive protagonist. What am I about to read?
This would
Bruh.
be good.
This is sus. According to the story, the classmate asked why he had to be, quote, ugly, even when playing a game. Oh my god,
That's
dude,
crazy.
the flames. Of course, this would have been around the late 80s, so developers were working with the limited number of pixels they had to flesh out character models the best they could. You called a dude ugly in real life and then pointed at a pixelated version of him running on like an
No, no,
NES and was like,
No, his
you're
buddy
still horrible.
said that he was ugly, and why does he have to play as ugly people?
Honestly based.
How can pixel art be ugly?
E.T.
I mean, yeah, but
E.T.
that's just every Atari game.
Cutie pie, bruh.
Bro, look at the best Atari game. It looks no better than E.T. does. That's just the Atari. Like,
That's
you
also
can't...
fair.
There's no way you could pick out a good-looking and an ugly character in, like, Final Fantasy 2 on the Famicom.
No,
There's
for
no
real.
way, dude. There's just not enough.
Watch me.
That's crazy. Yeah, okay.
Watch me do it.
Can I use where they've shown up in future games?
No.
No, that would be cheating.
Because you can do that now, but in the late 80s, bro.
Crazy.
For real.
Still, this moment resonated strongly with Nomura, and based on that experience, he believes that players have this desire to be cool and handsome in games.
And this is why he designs his characters like he does.
He got bullied.
No, I've
No,
made some
because his
ugly
buddy
bitch
said-
characters over the years and been perfectly content with them.
Yeah,
Wait,
that
what?
is. Yeah, say it again.
I think that's like personal preference because I don't really give a shit as long as I get to play the game.
No, for real.
Yeah, I've never
I
once
actually-
played
I
a game
disagree with
and picked the
you.
main character and been like, ew. What?
Yeah, like
Play the
I
game.
saw
They're
how
not
the
hot enough or
internet
whatever.
reacted when Concord came out, so I completely disagree with you.
oh,
every
you want
single
you want your character to be hot, Alex?
Yeah, bro. Have you seen Alex's library?
Like, Alex, if it doesn't have big a booba, then I don't want it.
Yeah, I mean, like, character design can be ugly, but like I've never had a problem with a player model looking gross or ugly.
Yeah, I've never cared.
'Cause usually if it's overtly so, it's for a reason. Like they're an orc or they're a goo man that he's made of garbage or something, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, Concord had player models, but Concord also sucked, and it literally lasted 2 weeks. So No, duh. All the character models look bad in that game because that game was made by, I don't know, whales, dolphins, birds,
Maybe
the snakes in the
Something.
rainforest.
birds aren't real though. So
Yeah, but that's exactly what I mean. They can write programs. They can connect to the internet.
That's what I'm saying. Those power lines, charging stations. I
Yeah,
mean,
dude. They're mobile hotspots.
legit.
Those cell phone towers are fake as shit, dude. You only lose service when there's no birds around.
That's so true.
And lastly, before we get into Collector's Corner, legal analyst asserts that Ubisoft is, quote, breaking the law with its mentorship program that excludes men.
what?
I didn't even realize
Interesting.
that there was a female-only... Like,
I also did not realize this.
No.
I don't want to say anything outrageous here. This is not the place. And
No.
I'm not smart enough, to be honest with you. And there's a place
say
for
something
this
stupid
kind of
about it.
thing. But when Ubisoft's doing it, it's like, this is covered in snake oil.
I was gonna
What are
say,
you doing to those poor women? They're suffering in there.
So true.
This is just, it was Activision that had the accusations of the cube crawls, right? Everybody getting drunk in the office and sexually harassing
Mhm.
women. This is what's happening. How much you want to bet?
Something similar, absolutely.
mhm.
You must identify as a woman or a non-binary individual.
What?
That. I don't
Well,
like
there
that.
it is in
Okay.
writing. He doesn't need any more.
Interesting.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to read anything from this article because not the right place. But suspect.
I was gonna say like Ubisoft and Activision are kind of like the same, right?
I mean,
No,
For all
they're
intents
very
and
different
purposes,
companies.
yes. They are not. They are not related at all. But in the grand
terms
scheme
of,
of
like-
things, yeah,
They kind of act the same though.
they're
I mean,
both scumbag C- game developers that make way more money than they have any right to make.
so true.
yeah.
All right, on to Collector's Corner, the weekly segment where we
Let's
go around and talk
go.
about the games we've been playing, the games we've been buying, bad life decisions, all that good
Yes, sir.
stuff.
No,
I already have the wheel ready. Spin the wheel. Who we got up first?
Who's
On the
first?
wheel.
Oh no, bro. Cameron's up first.
Dude, bad
Oh,
week.
let's go.
No.
Tragic.
It's time for bad things to come.
The
Oh
law
my
of
gosh,
averages
that's
works in harsh ways, bro.
That's so mean.
Here's Cameron's face when he gets it first.
Yosh.
Yosh.
It's
So
only been 3 weeks since he got it last. That's
that's crazy. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta.
He left.
No, I'm still here. I just gotta.
thank
figure out
goodness.
what all
I
I've
didn't
been
want to hear his
playing.
Collector's Corner.
That's
anymore.
crazy. No.
That is indeed.
I just feel
gotta
some of
see.
Kyle's hatred. I had to be the biggest hater.
Just trying to determine what I've actually played in the last 2 weeks. All right, so I played Xenoblade Chronicles 3 until Chapter 4, so I could tap the amiibo while we were home. I also did similar for Rise. I tapped all of the Monster Hunter amiibo. So now I've got all of those. It's nice. Played some Among Us.
True.
Forced Kyle to play some Among Us.
True.
So true, so true.
Yeah, you didn't really force me to play. If the whole squad's playing, I'll play. It's
Gotcha,
just whenever
saying
it's if it's only Cooper trying to get me to play, that's whenever I don't ever want to play.
That's so true. That's so true. Play some
Dude,
Splatoon
I'm
3
not
for this
forcing you to
podcast,
play. I'm just
obviously.
I'm not forcing you to play. I'm just holding you at gunpoint until we play Among Us.
Oh, my fault. My fault.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Played some Ace Attorney, Miles Edgeworth, 1. I am in case 5, so I've made some decent progress there.
Nice.
I'm
Okay.
actively playing Epic Mickey Rebrushed. We are hoping to do the bad ending as fast as possible so that we can post that and get 0 money off of it, apparently, because Disney or somebody is copywriting the shit out of it. It's
Let's
great.
go.
Would you expect any less?
No, but I'm saddened by that. I got a bunch of my stuff. My Famicom controllers.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He stole that, by the way,
I
from
did
me.
not.
I believe it.
These little roofs. Uh, oh, hello. This 10 of coasters. 3 coasters for the roost.
Cool artwork, but bro, I've got very picky opinions on my coasters. That's way too flat and smooth. That's gonna stick to every cup ever made.
So true, so true.
Those are
yeah.
some display coasters. Those are not the actual use coasters.
No.
I like the artwork though.
Red flags.
Nice.
Yeah, true. Red flags. More red flags.
Yeah, I
we
saw
got
the
sexy ones.
photo.
How much
Alex
red flags did y'all
posted it.
buy? Dang.
Those are mine. We did it for the sake of. Where is that? Darker.
The rarest one.
Ooh.
No, it's not. It's convention's the rarest, but this is the one rarest I didn't.
Included in the stuff that we finally were able to bring home. These postcards.
Neat.
Oh yeah.
These what cards?
Postcards.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of N64 ones. Also Kirby GBA. Was it Mario 2 GBA? Mario Kart. Metroid.
Very nice.
Blank. My favorite game, Blank.
Blank.
Let's go back in the bag. I'll do that a little bit. This calendar or note thingy. These note thingies
Okay.
for 3 hopes. I don't even remember getting those, but I think I just said screw it. I had points.
Are you sure they're not Coopers and you took them?
They were in the box.
No, I didn't.
I don't know.
Wait, the other coasters, or what are we talking about?
The collector's edition Book of Bill.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, that was mine too.
That was definitely not.
No,
I
for
also
sure.
bought some Legos, some Lego D&D,
True.
Little Witch, Tiefling, Dragonborn Paladin, who is fucking rare for some reason. It's almost like he has a bunch of unique pieces. Mind Flare with little brain guy. Pet. Yeah, they didn't want to make a lot of those. He was also rare. And Strahd from Curse of Strahd. And then yeah, I've also been playing Epic Mickey and what else have I played recently? Not much, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mostly Splatoon and Xenoblade, I feel like, are the ones I put in the most time recently. Whenever we get around to playing Rise together, I'm ready. I have the amiibo gear.
Perfect.
Sick. Let's never play it just so he wasted all that time.
It wasn't. You're the one that bought the game twice.
I had to play with Kyle, bro.
Yeah, you did buy it twice though. Like
Why
It
would,
was on.
of all
It,
people, you're the one suggesting was not play.
you could have just only played it with me. You didn't have to buy it a second time.
Crazy.
I
Yeah,
feel like I'm
What?
at it, like
lots of things. Lots of things.
don't-
Very irresponsible. Also, stuff for my car. We fixed my AC, and
In the front.
in the front, yes, the back was
man.
super annoying, so we stopped. And considering that we're most likely replacing it within a year and a half max, it's probably for the best.
JDM gang, bro. Get rid of that shitbox. All right, spin the wheel.
All right.
Who we got? It's me. Bang. Spontaneous Auburn football section. We are 2-2, feeling like 0-4. We're staring down the barrel of a 2012 season all over again. I need to hit y'all with this stat. I've been telling all my football buddies about this. We are one of the leading teams in the nation in explosive offensive plays, yards per play, and yards per rush,
That's insane.
while also leading the nation in turnovers. And are 2-2. Can you believe that stat mix-up, dude? If we didn't turn the ball over, we have one of the most high-powered offenses in the league.
That is actually crazy.
But we've turned the ball
So
over
you're-
like 13 or 15 times this year in 4 games.
So you're saying if we can stop turning over the ball, we could be decent.
If we were actually good at the game.
Bro, we could be more than decent. We could this could have been a 9-win team if we
That's crazy.
and I guess we still
That is
technically
actually
could,
wild.
but all the easy wins that we could have gotten to help us there are now gone.
Yeah.
We've got
And we left
Oklahoma
with
coming to
2-2.
town. Yeah, we got Oklahoma coming to town, which and
Yeah.
then we are staring down the barrel of Georgia and Missouri and Kentucky all on the road. And we also have to play Alabama at Bryant-Denny this year.
Damn it.
So
Oh, boy.
legitimately, like
Georgia.
if we don't figure this out now and beat Oklahoma and turn everything around, we're legitimately looking at 2-6 by November.
Disgusting.
Let's
which
go,
means
let's
3-9, and that's what 2012 was, dude.
do you mean?
This
We're
is
back to basketball,
personal
is
out.
what I'm hearing.
Well, no, we have to get to November before basketball starts. Our first game's on November 1st, so we have to watch us probably go 2-6 before we can
Oh,
give up and go
no!
to basketball. Yeah, this is tragic. Saturday was horrible watching that.
Yeah.
How much? No, I looked already. I already know what we lost by. Never mind.
We lost by 5 turnovers.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So yeah, that's what I've spent a lot of my time doing is sulking about Auburn football.
That's true.
How could
That's
we
okay.
be good if we stop turning over the ball?
Serious, it's
No,
literally
that's
it's literally
okay.
it.
I spent a lot of my time sulking about the fact that my car is old. So I feel that.
Yeah, see, but like you just have to get another car. If we get more
Yeah.
people, it might not change. Because we've kind of done that a couple times now,
Yeah,
dude.
Cameron. Yeah, exactly. Cameron, all you gotta do is get a Hellcat, bro. So
Yosh.
Anyway, now that that rant is over, I have mostly been playing Deadlock this week. I've played it basically every day.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
is it good?
So last time we talked about it, because this was 2 weeks ago, my stance on it was that I hadn't had enough games to really understand what's going on. So it was not a fun for me because I was doing terrible. But that's because I've
yeah.
never really played an online game this complex. And like, I don't want to give anything that sounds like a hint of a compliment to League of Legends. Fuck League of Legends. But League of Legends is pretty complicated, at least compared to like a Battle Royale or something.
Oh yeah.
And like when I was pitched on it's Overwatch and League, I was focusing way too much on the Overwatch part and not enough on the League part. It's pretty 50-50, and it's taken a lot of time to adjust to. But now that I've figured it out, I found the characters I like to play that I'm best with. I've got a group
What's
of
it called again?
people online. Deadlock.
The bot.
Deadlock.
You can't find
You
it on
talked about
Steam.
this last
Steam,
time we did the
It's-
podcast, didn't
yeah,
you?
Yeah, so it's in like alpha test right now, and it's not,
You
you
have
can't
to
find it
be
on Steam.
invited.
Yeah, but as long as you have a friend on Steam that has the game, like I can send you an invite right now. But you can't
We
find
should
it on
do that
Steam.
after the podcast.
Yeah, I'll do that. But you can't download it on Steam straight up. But it is free. There's no profile to make. There's no stats to keep track of. You just play the game. There's a set of heroes. I've also got a large group of people that play it very regularly, about as much as I do. So I don't have to. I don't play solo, which helps. But I've gotten a lot better at it, and it's starting to get really, really fun. Now that I've actually figured out how the game works and I found the characters that are fun for me. So I've been playing a ton of that. My opinion on it has really kind of done a 180. I'm very impressed by it. I think it's also just fun because there is no profile, there's no stat tracking, there's no
when
achievements,
battle comes
there's
out,
no
when-
battle pass, there's no nothing. It's just
Ooh.
the game. One game
I don't
mode.
know if there will
and
be
that's
no.
I was gonna
without
say,
a
that'll
battle pass,
change at
but-
some point. I feel
Yeah,
like.
I know, but it is.
Well, if they ever do get a battle pass, you know who to call.
Yeah, but it is made by Valve, and I trust them to not screw over players because they typically
Ooh,
are really good
they're
about
pretty good.
respecting
No,
PC
no.
players.
Valve made Team Fortress, right?
Team Fortress 2. Yeah,
Yeah.
So they started all the battle pass crap.
yeah, but they didn't make it what it is now. They
It's not-
started
yeah,
it,
before-
but
Yeah. Fortnite's the one that popularized it, or whatever that word is.
Or no, my bad.
Or
Valve
mainstream
started
it.
loot boxes with TF2,
That
which
sounds-
led into battle pass.
so
Aren't some of those still worth a lot of money?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the problem. When you're so integrated into the system.
So
It
what
makes
I'm
it
hearing is when it
really
officially
stable.
releases, Grant's gonna quit.
Because it's gonna. Be
I
unfun
doubt it.
again.
It depends. I mean, like we'll see how the game changes.
If they like overhaul it in a bad way, I feel like.
Yeah, if they overhaul it, screw that. Because what they have right now is really good. The basic gameplay loop, like there's a learning curve, but once you play through
Mhm.
like 5 games, you start to really figure out what's going on. I've only had a couple teams with like toxic people in it on either my team or the other team. Most of the time, it's very quiet, which is nice.
Mhm.
And it's relatively balanced, and once you learn the mechanics, it really is fun, and I think it's definitely worth a shot for anybody that can play it. You also have to get comfortable with a game potentially lasting an hour. Usually they're
Ooh.
over within
Fair.
30 minutes. Sometimes the other team is dog shit or you're super dog shit and it's over in like 20 minutes. But it's never really shorter than that. Most of the time they're 30 to 45 minutes around. So like if you play 6 games in a day, that's crazy. That's like your entire evening. It's
Oh,
just like
dang.
6 games. So you just got to be ready for that. But it's fun because like you can be 30 minutes in and losing super hard and all of a sudden just get one team wipe and turn everything around and go and win. I've done that several times. I've also thrown several times. It's so you got to
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know, it's a lot of stuff, but yeah, that's basically all I've been playing is Deadlock. I did play the game of the week a little bit. I did. Let's see. I still need to play the final Grandmaster Challenge in Playroom. I played it for like 15 minutes. And was like, okay, this is gonna take a minute for me. So but I haven't touched it in 2 weeks because Deadlock's really just kind of encapsulated me.
Which
Yeah.
is not helping.
No.
You're at the end of Astrobot.
Yeah, I've got the final level to beat.
Oh, the Grandmaster.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, and I got a super long HDMI cable so I can play on my OLED now. And I gotta say if I'm really intense, I'd prefer my monitor still because it is higher refresh rate. But I can drive that screen at 4K 120 in a lot of stuff, and especially Deadlock. And with the OLED screen, it's pretty crazy. That's why my room's partially a mess. There's a tray table hiding behind me with a second keyboard and mouse. I've been playing on the TV.
Oh yeah.
And also, my sim rig's up here again because I got Forza because now I can play PC games with my sim rig because I have a TV. I have a HDMI cable
You
now,
have
so played some
4 or 5.
5. I was able to get like the full
You
premium
should
edition with like
bring me on
all the
that.
DLC and stuff for like 40
Yeah, that's
bucks.
what I have too.
So I went with that. Played some of it. It was really hard to adjust back because I'm so used to Gran Turismo now with how much time I put into that game.
Yeah, and the realistic mechanics.
Yeah, going back to Forza where everything's like made super easy on you is kind of BS because I just can't get the response and the feel out of the car in the game that I'm expecting. And also the
Yep.
game doesn't anticipate you being so serious with it. The controls just are a little bit looser and everything. It's supposed to be an arcadey feel, so like me trying to take it seriously like it's a track session is not the right way to approach it. So I've got some readjusting to do there, but
Mhm.
that's
Fair.
that's about it. Yeah, just mostly a shit ton of Deadlock. Remind me
Fair.
after the show, Kyle. I'll boot it up and send you an
Bet.
invite.
While we're between people, I forgot to mention that Alex Super and Haley got me Scott the Wasp Monopoly.
Oh, dude, that's so cool.
True.
Wait, what
Yeah.
happened?
Alex Cooper and Haley got me Scott the Wasp Monopoly for my birthday.
Ooh.
So now,
Did the thing that Alex was supposed to get, did that ever come in the mail?
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah.
What was
I'm gonna
it?
mention it.
hold on.
on this
Well,
one.
give him.
He'll mention
Hey,
it. He'll
yeah.
mention it.
Shut up, Kyle.
Hey,
damn.
you know what? You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ta-da!
Wait till you're wait till you're whatever it is.
You already had the
Collector's
Clue
Corner.
one, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had Clue. I vote.
Wait,
That's
hold
awesome.
it up again. I was scrolling over to the nice. I guess I could put on my screen. I forgot about it on my camera.
Now, I just have to wait for him to release another game, and I'll buy that too. But
Yeah,
at least now we have the one.
Buy it at launch.
I'm so down
Yeah,
to
it's so much cheaper.
play that Monopoly with you guys
Yeah.
whenever that chance arises.
No, for
Uh,
real.
I saw
when
a-
you
Yeah,
come
but
down-
Monopoly takes so long though.
Yeah, but it mostly just be funny because of all the Scott the Woz references. Like,
True.
we'd probably I
That's
doubt
fair.
we'd actually finish the game because who
probably do like
finishes a game of Monopoly? But
No, legit.
spending a couple hours playing through the game and seeing all the stupid references. I read a Reddit thread a couple days ago of people posting their favorite Scott the Woz quotes and just all the out of context stuff. And I wanted to show my buddy Aaron up here them, and I was like, if I try to explain any of these to him, he's never seen a single episode of that show, he's gonna look at me like I'm insane.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "This is dumb."
Yeah, welcome to the Lester Pumpkin Orchard. Pumpkins are a specialty. Orchard's a close second.
I will save what my present from our parents was, so that Alex's is not spoiled
Okay.
because they were
True.
a combo.
Well, in that case, spin the
Well.
wheel. Let's get on with it. Ooh, a close one. Cooper, you're up.
Ooh, okay. So 2 weeks is a long time.
Facts.
That was crazy.
2 weeks is a long time.
2 weeks is a long time.
It's not nearly long enough.
True. Let's see. I technically finished a class today. It was orientation, so it wasn't anything crazy, but I
You
wouldn't.
that's
never
have
did
known
that on
you-
your first semester?
No,
No, he's a bad student. He didn't do it.
for whatever reason, I wasn't scheduled, so I took it this semester. I had my meeting. I walked in. He's like, "All right, you're ending with an A." I was like, "Let's go." That's why I was like,
Congratulations,
crazy.
you passed orientation.
Yeah, for
Congratulations,
real.
you've been orientated.
Dude, that was like one of the only things that you actually have to do in your first semester at college,
I
and you just
know.
didn't do it.
I didn't do it. I was like, well, oh well.
That's crazy.
But it's all
Continue.
right. Yeah. Um, yeah, we finished that class. Let's see, what have I been buying? Okay, so I made some game purchases. I got Lockdown
Mm.
Protocol, which is really cool. It's like
That we should do that for game of the week at some
We
point. That is a
should.
fun game. It'd
I
be
don't know
more fun without random people who know how, like
Isn't
every single thing how to play the game.
like
But
every little detail. Yeah,
isn't
for
that
sure.
just Among Us in an office?
no,
No.
it's
It's
that
like
one we were showing you at Don Julio's. You and
yeah.
Cameron.
It's like
Dude,
Among
I
Us
don't
and
remember anything from Don Julio's besides
Oh
I
yeah,
got
because
a
you
big
oh
drank
yeah,
steak
you
you
drank
drank a
yeah.
and
quarter of the
Barrett paid for
margarita
everything.
and forced Haley. You forced Haley to finish it off because you couldn't do it.
What was it?
Legit, I
Was it
could
a big
finish it.
margarita or something?
Yeah.
No, he
And
ordered
it
a
was
large.
frozen.
It was
And
giant.
Yeah,
they
dude,
didn't
don't.
bring it
Or,
out.
that's a good lesson, dude. Do not order the large margarita unless
They
you know what
also
you're dealing
didn't
with.
bring it out until after
Yeah, they already
we had started dinner,
Yeah, they
so
brought
he had
the
even
food
less
and-
time to finish it.
Then it
Yeah,
was
bro, those
frozen.
large margs are like a bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could have done it if I gotten it earlier, but waiting forever because they shattered a ton of glasses. Because while we're just sitting there hanging out, we hear thud, 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 shatter, shatter, shatter.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
kind of perfect that they did wait to bring it because, I mean, you were already feeling it after you had already eaten. If they had brought it out before your food got there, who knows what we would have had to do with you.
Alex be blacking out in the booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be riding home with me. I was like, Alex, if you throw up in my car.
I was nowhere close.
No, I'm saying if you had gotten it before your food and you had no food in your stomach to kind of absorb it,
Oh,
I would have been
yeah.
like, Alex, you better not, bro.
No, sir. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Go red with Cooper.
That's crazy.
Yeah, throw up in the
That is
sea of Bro
crazy.
Avalon.
So true.
Anyway,
Let's see. Yeah. So Lockdown Protocol is like a Among Us and like a Traitor and Terrorist Town kind of
okay.
mix.
Yeah.
It's really cool though.
It's like,
And like
yeah, I mean, honestly, it's basically Among Us, but less people and more group oriented for like the tasks
yeah.
are more group oriented and way more interactive than Among Us.
Mhm.
It sounds like a
Um,
video
This
game
is the
version
game
of
my
Galapagos.
laptop can't run. Okay.
I've never heard of that. What is that, Grant?
It's a board game where you're trying to get off of an island alive. It's called Galapagos Island, and you all are stranded there. And there's like supply, like there's like you have to collect wood and water and food and stuff. But there's also like you can find guns, and it's all about managing supplies while not killing each other. But the more people are alive, the more resources you use. So eventually, you start running low on resources, and people
Yeah.
start looking around. And the goal is to complete enough tasks to get off the island, but without getting shot by somebody.
Oh.
So this is like there's 8 people and you can have up to 3. They're called like dissidents, and basically you have employees and dissidents. The employees are trying to work together to complete a certain set number of tasks, whatever you set it to be, within the time limit. And then during that same time limit, the dissidents are trying to either kill all of the employees so that they can't complete the tasks, or just like hide all of the random shit around the map so that there's like the employees don't have enough time to go and find everything and get the stuff they need to actually finish it. So there's different strategies. It's really fun though, and it would make a really good game of the week.
Nah, for sure.
So would Mysterium.
Oh, Mysterium would be goated.
I think Mysterium is like maybe like $5 max on Steam, and it's a game that Alex should also be able to run. It's very low intensity, even lower intensity than golf, and that is a super fun game. It's like a cardboard game sort of thing. Kind of hard to explain. I won't explain it right now, but that's also a really good game of the week that we could do. Anyway, I just realized I'm
yeah.
talking over Cooper's
Nah, you're good.
collector's
You're
corner.
good.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, this was a good one. I bought Dave the Diver.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you finally got it?
Yeah,
Dude, it's
dude.
been on your wish list for years.
You get it with the DLC?
Yeah, I got all the
Got
DLC.
So Godzilla's still available for a bit.
Yeah, it's available till November, I think. I was like, I'll grab it now because it's like 25% off. I was like, I'll grab it now because it's not gonna last. It's not gonna be here with the winter sale later this year because
Right.
November and all. So I was like,
Look,
I'll
you
go ahead and
can't-
get it.
For some stupid reason, you can't claim free DLC on Steam unless you own the game.
Yeah, I
Even
don't
though
know
I
why.
can do that on the Switch and the
PlayStation,
did.
right?
yes.
Yeah, I don't know why it's.
I claimed it on the Switch for whenever I buy it.
But dude, it's fun, bro.
Dave the
It
Diver
reminds
is
me of like
goaded.
legit. Like it reminds me of like I can't remember the name, but like it's like I think it was a Facebook game, like a dining dash kind of game.
Diner
Diner
Dash.
Oh, is that what?
I mean, that was
Diner
that
Dash
get
was
that wasn't
before
on Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah, I was gonna say that wasn't on Facebook. There was a kitchen game on Facebook, but that was like Farmville but cooking, where you had like your dishes took like 6 hours to cook or something like that.
Oh no, yeah, Diner Dash, yeah.
That's not the same game, but
No,
but Diner Dash
no,
is like Dave the
Goated.
Diver.
At
Yeah,
least
and then-
the older ones are goated. I don't know about like newer ones.
yeah, not sure. But dude,
Hmm.
the diving's fun too. Like
Yeah, dude,
it's
it's
just
all
good.
fun.
It's a
It's
good
all
game.
fun, and the art style, the everything about it. It's got that funny Japanese slap humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Dave the Diver's so good. Nice.
Yeah,
else
and
you got?
then let's see. Oh yeah, I played the Splatfest. Goated. We won. I played Among Us with everybody. That was also fun. Let's see. Man, that's why I like Lockdown Protocol too, with it being like a like deduction game and all. Because with Among Us, like even when I'm playing, like I can usually figure out the imposter with like the first round,
Mm-hmm.
just because I play it way too much. But with like
It's a lot harder to figure
it's
out.
a lot harder, and like there's no meetings, so it's like you just keep going. There's no pause basically, which
Yeah.
is really cool. And then let's see.
I also like the fact that on this it's like a first person, more like you feel more immersed in it.
Yeah,
Whereas Among Us is like you're just this little dude running around.
little dude. I think, dude, I don't think they have it yet. If no, it doesn't look like it. But I think Lockdown Protocol could be really cool in VR.
That would be cool.
But yeah,
Be pretty hard though.
Among Us has a
No.
VR.
true. Among Us do it. I still gotta play that. I need a VR first though.
Cooper's
Mhm.
stealing Grant's VR to play Among Us.
Hey Grant, can I come over real quick?
Real quick.
Real quick.
4 hours
I need,
away.
I need to use the bathroom.
That's crazy.
That's some Patrick Star kind of shit, right there.
That sure is.
All right. Anything else?
Let's see. Okay, I think that's about everything. Oh yeah, I played Mysterium with Kyle last night, which was a lot of fun. I don't know how to explain it, but it's fun.
It's basically there's like two team or one person and then one team kind of. You have the ghost is like on their own and they give things called vision cards to each individual person on the psychic team. And then based on the cards that the ghost gives you, the psychic tries to figure out a person, location, and uh you can play either item or scenario, and you have to put together basically a crime scene. It's similar to Clue, but I don't want to say it's like Clue because it's really not very
Mhm.
similar at all, except for the fact that you're finding a person, place, and object slash story that correlates with a crime. But
And
it's very fun.
Nice.
We should
for real,
we should play it as a
it would be a fire
game
game
of the week. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I think that's about it.
I'm gonna pull an interjection here. I forgot I did this.
What'd you do?
Mhm.
New fans.
Ooh.
Oh,
I do not have enough RGB connectors for those front two. I've got to figure that out.
sad.
But and also the glass reflects way more than it does in person. But it's orange, blue, and white circulating around the
Let's
case.
go.
My PC is so 2-2 right now. You guys wouldn't even believe it.
Heck yeah.
Ooh.
Straight up loser build. I got that loser build. All right, spin the wheel.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Sorry. I think either Alex or Cameron. I get wait who?
What?
Because this little guy came in.
That's fine.
Okay.
What is
Little
that?
it's
That
a
is-
hello.
The Sanrio X Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know.
Yeah.
And then a little Lego.
That's also mine.
Why do you have a mermaid Lego?
Why don't you have a mermaid Lego?
I don't know. I think Grand Space explains it all right now. So.
It's a little sussy. Okay, Kyle, you're up.
Okay, cool. I played some Civ 6. I'm getting ready for Civ 7.
Mid.
I gotta
Sorry.
cap. I gotta get ready for Civ 7. I'm so hyped for that game to come out. The big thing that if they don't add Mansa Musa to Civ 7, if he's not a playable Civ leader in Civ 7, I might cry because
That
he
would be
is the
lame.
best. He's the best Civ leader in Civ 6. I love playing Mansa Musa so much. You literally just sit there and you get unbelievable amounts of gold for free, and then you buy your way out of everything. It's great. um, I have also been playing a pretty good amount of Baldur's Gate 3. I am almost done with my second time playing through Act 1. As Cooper said, we played Mysterium and Lockdown Protocol
So
both.
true.
I played Among Us.
True.
And then I completely finished. These are like games of my childhood that I recently found on Steam. You could get Costume Quest 1 and Costume Quest 2 both for $9, which I was like, yes, that's a steal. Immediately yoinked both of those. I finished Costume Quest 1 within, like, over the course of 3 days. It took me 7.1 hours to beat that game. And the DLC for that game both
Oh,
took
I saw you playing
7.1
this.
hours. Yeah. The only achievement that I did not get for Costume Quest 1 is Tisn't the Season, which is literally I have to play Costume Quest on Christmas Day. So that's the only I
Dang.
no, I'm not a cheater. I'm waiting till Christmas. It's only like 3 months away. I
Watch
can
me
You're
deal.
gonna
out of town that
forget.
day.
I'm literally going to be at home because everyone else is coming into Auburn to see mom and dad's new house.
Oh.
So yeah.
Kyle,
Yes.
did you see that you only get Napoleon Bonaparte for Civ 7 if you make a 2K account and link it?
Yes, I did see that, and I'm
Disgusting.
very annoyed. But I also
Have done
am
it.
I haven't done it yet, but I am going to swallow my pride and do it as soon as I have Civ 7. So
Are you gonna pre-order and get this guy?
yes, I mean I'm hoping that I don't have to pre-order it, but I am hoping that I get it get it pre-ordered for either Christmas or early birthday present because it comes out on February
The 11th.
11th, and my birthday is February 12th.
12th. Yes,
So
sir.
I want to have um I want to have it before
Mhm.
because I want to be able to play it.
Founders Edition, 120. What do you get?
What?
I'm not getting the Founders
I was gonna say
Edition.
Founders is
Yeah.
crazy.
Play 5
No.
days early.
What?
Wait, actually I might get the Founders Edition. That's crazy.
That's such a
I was
Playing
planning on
early is
just
such a
I was
weird
planning on
bonus,
just getting.
though.
I was planning on just getting the deluxe edition, but damn,
5 days.
5 days I could already be like. That's enough time for me to finish like 3 or 4 games of Civ.
Founders Edition is only available till February 28th, 2020. Crossroads of the World collection with post-launch content featuring 2 new leaders, more civilization, 4 new worlds, the cosmetic bonus, and more.
Let me see the recent events and announcements. Let's see. I saw that they had the Napoleon Bonaparte because they're advertising that on Civ 6, which is how I found out about it so quick.
Yeah.
This one says here they're adding Caesar Augustus,
Ooh.
which would be pretty cool. Ooh, and they updated a lot of the graphic models for a lot of the current existing civs. So, and they've been constantly making this game look better and better and better as more information comes out about it. And I'm already a huge Civ fan, so everything that they're coming out, I'm like, okay, yes, yes, yes. And then I saw, I don't know if this is like true or if this is just my interpretation um, of the trailers that I've seen, because I haven't. I'm trying to go in mostly blind, but obviously I can't help but look at the trailers and
Right.
read some of the stuff because it's just I want to know more
There we
about it.
go.
But from what I was looking at, it seemed that you get to choose a starting civilization and a starting leader,
Ooh.
and then, or like, you get to make a civilization, period, and then based on that civilization, you get to choose a leader to lead your civilization, which gives you certain benefits. And then later, as you progress through the ages, going from like ancient to classical to, um, Renaissance to all the different ages going down through the game, you get to choose different leaders to benefit you differently at different stages so that it doesn't feel weird when you're going into the industrial age and Cleopatra is still leading Egypt and you have like all of the benefits that Cleopatra gives you are from ancient and classical era troops and technologies. You can then go and choose like, oh, I want to have like Teddy Roosevelt and get, Bull Rider troops and crazy shit like that. So I'm hoping that's actually going to be how the game is going to work. I don't know for certain that is. And honestly, as cool as I think it would be, I'm a little bit skeptical that's how it would work. But my interpretation of the trailer that I saw before leads me to think that it might be based on my interpretation, and I'm really hoping that it would be. But I know that at least Cooper does not care about Civ at all, so I'm probably just talking on, and y'all don't care.
Yes, exactly. You hit it right on the head.
Okay, that's
Don't
fair.
worry, don't worry. We all do the same thing with our tisms. So
Yeah, we all just got different
Yeah,
flavors.
see, you know what?
It hits in different ways.
I feel the same way whenever y'all start talking on and on about, different various and sundry Nintendo games that I don't care about.
Yeah, see,
So
we've all got our
as long as
flavors.
if it's not Mario or Zelda, I truly don't really care. So
that's fair.
Call an ambulance, but
I'm
not for
playing.
me.
Yeah, I think that's about it though. I haven't, I don't
All right.
think there's anything else to report.
Well,
What
Alex,
did I
finish
get?
this off then.
Okay.
Alex, TLDR, bro. What is this?
What is what?
You sent me like a
Oh, that's
giant
the
list.
Founders Pack stuff.
Oh,
from
okay. Does it say
listed on
what comes in
Steam.
only the deluxe?
Yeah, that's also on Steam. but that's
Oh.
100. It's like a difference between $20.
Wait, where did
Oh,
you look
crap.
at it?
On Steam. I'll send you a link.
I see the one for the Founders Edition. I don't see the one.
If you read more, it will be right under the Founders for the deluxe.
Bet. All right, continue.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm good. Okay, let's do this first because I've got to get up to do it.
So true.
Hold up. Let me
Yeah.
go over to the Discord.
Yeah, let me get over. Hang on.
Wait,
Boy, I'm
Oh,
heading up
he's
to the
gonna
other
come.
room.
He's gonna
I'm
come
back.
show it in here, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, that's. But we still have to go to Discord in order to see it.
So
Yeah.
true.
Oh, okay. We're shutting this off. Got it.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
What do you
As his birthday
cry?
present.
Yeah.
Let's
Came and do
go.
the thing. Came and do
I
the thing.
saw. I saw those on the Crocs site the other day,
Grizz shaking his head.
and dude, they went so hard. They went so hard.
It goes so hard.
They do
You know
go
they ha-
hard.
They have the Toucan Sam ones too, and the Toucan Sam ones actually look pretty dope.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
Cannot lie. Maybe I did.
Legit.
So that's the item you were asking about.
Okay, so did they come in time, or
Wait.
did
This
you
is
do
the
it?
Yeah.
third shipment.
Only technically.
Literally, like, if they didn't say an extra day,
It wouldn't have came in time.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
wild.
So I finally got my Astrobot controller. Yay.
Nice.
Fun.
Yay.
let's
It's cute.
go. It's mine now, right?
No.
Yeah,
Sad.
yeah, it is.
yeah.
Here, I'll post this in the chat. I think I'm gonna post still. I bought all of the Lego D&D characters.
Let's go.
That's sick.
While we were at the Lego store, a guy was using an app, and we were like, "Hey, what's that?" It's an app that literally lets you cheat, and we'll just tell you what's in the box. Like we already had a way to know what was in the box, but this app is so much faster.
So I did that.
Interesting.
Mhm.
It's called Lego. It's called Minifig Scan. So this is on the sheet, but I've already bought it. I bought like a dragon pirate yakuza in Hawaii.
Good freaking night. That
Oh
just
my
was
goodness.
announced, wasn't
I
it?
was gonna
I
say,
know.
didn't that just come out?
No, it was just announced
Just
for
announced. Oh, you pre-ordered it.
February. Yeah, I pre-ordered it. Hold on. Pirate yakuza in Hawaii. February 28th.
Last day of
And
the
I
month.
pre-ordered. Yep.
That's crazy.
I bought Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 on Steam
Ooh.
So
because
you
they're on
so you
sale.
can't play them.
I don't know. I haven't tried. Every review of Adventure 1 is like there's two different mods. Either download the one that makes it look like the Dreamcast or download this one. So I guess I'm gonna download a mod.
Yeah, I can. You guys see those videos of like people standing behind jumbo jets that are spooling up to take off? That's Alex's computer booting up Sonic Adventure 2, dude.
That's Alex's computer booting up anything.
True, but it's funny that Sonic Adventure 2 came out 20 years ago.
I haven't tried it yet. I've been playing other things. We just all know how it will probably run.
Man, I've seen your golf.
All right.
Can't
Terrifying.
even see 2 feet in front of you.
I bought some Sims DLC because I went back on a Sims kick for a bit.
Okay.
So I played
That's
Sims.
fire.
And I played disc golf while I was in town.
So true. Oh, I forgot about that. So true.
Oh yeah.
Was I in Crocs during that? I was in Crocs during that.
No, I don't think so.
No?
No, both you and Haley wore actual shoes to that.
Okay,
was gonna say,
good. I was
we were-
so worried I was
I
wearing.
think Cooper Snapchatted me a video or something. Somebody was in Crocs. I think. Because I
don't
remember
know.
being like, oh my god, they're playing disc golf in Crocs. Maybe I'm
If you
making it
were
up.
in Crocs, I'm pretty sure
Maybe.
you wore socks at the very least, so you didn't get a whole bunch of dirt all over your feet.
Mhm.
I hope I
But
wore actual shoes.
I
That
think you
I
wore actual.
I had to have
thought
wore
you
actual
did.
shoes, or else I would have broken my neck.
Well,
Probably.
how'd you do? Because when you posted that you were going disc golf, you said I'm getting drugged to do disc golf.
Exactly.
Like dragged,
Oh.
not
I was about to say.
no Fent.
Well
No Fent
enough.
was involved in this disc
Well,
golf.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Well, Cameron should be ashamed of himself because he never even showed up. He said,
Yeah.
"Oh, I have to work on my car." Blah, 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 blah."
I did
Literally,
have to
bro.
work on my car.
Just walk
Leave
back
the
to
man
Florida, bro.
alone, bro. He's
Just
got
walk
a
back to
20-year-old trailblazer. That's a battle, bro. Leave the man alone.
That is true. That is true.
Well
Fight for his
enough
life in
disc
that
golf.
car.
Nah, for real.
Say that again,
But
Alex.
both Alex and Haley came, and Cameron did not. So
Mhm.
I did well enough.
you actually did really good.
Dude,
Both you and Haley did for your first time ever out there.
Alex has a killer arm, dude. I don't even know what it was, but
Oh, he's a gunslinger, huh?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
It was like
Oh,
it didn't always go like extremely far, but it was always extremely consistent.
He just sounds good at
That's
disc
what
golf.
we
That
do.
doesn't sound like a gunslinger. Gunslinger means you better be throwing that shit way past the thing. Just
Oh.
trying to slam it in there.
no,
Pause.
definitely not. Pause.
No, not for the show. Pause, 'cause I made it.
Oh.
That was that's a sex joke, everybody. Just
Dun-dun-dun.
clear.
All
Yeah,
right,
crickets.
we played Among Us.
I thought you had actually paused the show, so I wasn't gonna
Yeah,
say anything.
I didn't think about
Yeah.
that conflict. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. And I played Quidditch Champions. And I'm almost done with episode I guess. Alright, let's get to the things I actually beat. I beat the casting of Frank Star.
Yeah, I
Like,
saw your
right
snap
after-
about that.
I
Oh
beat
yeah.
RE4.
Yeah, I saw your snap about that
Nice.
too. Finally got through separate
And-
ways, right?
And then I went and beat Separate Ways. So I went and beat RE4 and then I went and beat us Separate Ways.
Good.
Nice.
What'd you think of that DLC?
It's good. I don't know. I've had most of the time and I felt really dumb. I went into the regenerator room. I had maxed out the rifle that you get at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I regretted that. Like, I didn't have any problems, but I missed the better rifle because that rifle, even when it was fully loaded, like what I had, she'd have to recock the gun. And I was like, there is an enemy right there coming towards us. We don't have
Yeah,
time
there's
for
30 mutated humans trying to kill me, and I have a bolt action.
Exactly. Like, it didn't cause the biggest problems. I'm just like, I missed the other rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, the DLC's pretty good. It ends at RE5, but they've got other games they need to remake before they go to RE5.
Yeah.
Because how else will people know about Wesker and Chris's beef?
They won't.
They won't. Exactly. Straight to RE5.
Crazy.
What else you got?
You beat the DLC, right?
Separate ways? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I beat it as soon as it came out because I knew if I didn't, I wouldn't.
That's fair. I can finally play whatever the next Resident Evil game is that they release. Because I finally did good and went back to beat something on my list. I think that's it. I've just spent a lot of money. And I've beat 3 games, so I'm really happy.
All right, living the high life over there.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, download station of the week: Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. This one's
I
been on the
didn't
list
play
for
it.
a while. Cameron messaged like every 3 days and was like, "Hey,
Literally.
by the way, this is the game of the week." I didn't really, to
mean-
be honest with you, I've already played it a little bit before, and I didn't want to again, but I was like, dude, I can't show up to this episode after Cameron's pinged this chat a dozen times about this game and just be like, oh, I just didn't play it. I was like, I have to play this game a little bit.
Well, joke's on you. I couldn't play it. Thank you for choosing a game I can't play.
You're welcome.
I gave you an
2 weeks,
option.
2 weeks in a row. In fact,
gotcha.
I gave you an option.
We just want to make sure you know that you're not actually welcome here. This is all a ruse.
My 20th episode.
It is your 20th episode, actually.
So you made it! Yay!
Yay!
What game can we play next week that Kyle can't play?
No, stop that. 2 weeks in a row is
Life
far long
becomes
enough for
hard.
me, guys.
Well, this will probably be a short bit then. It sounds like.
Yeah.
I don't have good reasons for why I don't like Pokemon spin-offs, because every other person I've ever met that cares about Pokemon in any facet loves the spin-off games. I am just never encapsulated by it. Even like Pokemon Snap, like I have nothing against that game. I just like Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Coliseum, like none of them ever grabbed me. So
Not
like
Coliseum?
Pokemon Snap is only fun because it makes Pokemon, which is something I love, actually look graphically interesting for once. And
Mhm.
you know, if they were able to make the Pokemon games that are coming out actually look better, like actually look like they're, you know, on the current gen consoles instead of a 3DS that's just like bigger, then I would be way more happy and not probably gravitate towards some of the spin-offs. But some of the spin-offs like Pokemon Snap, where they actually get the graphics down and they look really good.
yeah, I just don't know
Quite
what it
nice.
is. Um PBG has this opinion about Metroid Prime, or really just Metroid in general. He's like, yeah, it's good. I have no qualms against it. I just never can get into it. And
Yeah.
that's my same opinion on spin-offs. But
Coliseum surprises me a bit since it's the most regular
Um,
Pokemon game.
yeah, and to be honest with you, I don't have a good reason.
also,
like-
I do have a Pokemon rumor to add to rumor roundup.
We'll type it on the sheet, bro.
Yeah, they're down there.
Okay, it's a little bit too long for that. I mean, I guess I can, but
Then put the
I'm gonna
link
have
on
to-
there.
Yeah, you're crazy if
Wait.
I'm going to 4chan.
I think, like, actually getting back to the download station, it's fine. I just don't care. Like,
Exactly. Yeah, I relate to
Like,
that
and
so
that's
hard.
that's not always the case, right?
I mean, I think you
or-
do care because you did message us several
Well, no, I
times
mean,
playing the
it's-
game.
I mostly was messaging so that we wouldn't have so I was trying to avoid having being the only person
Everyone-
that played it.
Everyone
like,
show up and
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I
So,
beat
like-
3 other games and almost beat a 4th game. I was busy.
I told you last.
I mean,
night.
you had plenty of time.
Okay, you're too
that you
busy
could've
for us.
played-
Okay, yeah, bye. See
Yeah,
you, bro.
right.
What the hell?
Okay,
I'm too
bye.
busy. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
Bye.
I mean, at least it makes it easy, right? Like we obviously I just I don't care for the mystery dungeon games, which is why I didn't buy the remake when it, you know, and that one's rare now, rare-ish.
Mhm.
I mean, you
Like-
don't see it in stores much, but I've looked at it because I often am like, maybe. And like playing Red Rescue Team again just kind of enforced that opinion of like, don't buy this because you're going to be disappointed, even if it's
Mhm.
fine.
Like it's
So look good on
but you
your
can
shelf.
you can find it on eBay and stuff for
40
reason-
bucks. I just looked it
yeah.
up.
like it's fine. I just the mystery dungeon games are. I don't know if I would care for any mystery dungeon style game, but Pokemon are just so weird, right? So,
What were you saying, Cameron?
just, like mystery dungeons just never really grabbed me. I don't know if like doing a different style of mystery dungeon, but especially with Pokemon, where it's like, oh well, you don't really get to pick your character because it's like, oh well, pick get your character based on what you're doing, right? Like, here's all these random questions, which obviously I want to Totodile, right? So I went through it.
Not obvious, but okay, go ahead.
I feel like that should be obvious.
He just doesn't understand the Cameron lore.
That's so true.
For real.
Now, y'all know I'm grass boy for life, so. Except for
Well,
Sprigatito, and I'll die on that hill. Continue.
But yeah, like I looked it up, and there's not really a good way to go about getting the character you want to play as. So I'm like, well, okay, great, fine. And I created a save, or no, I didn't create a save. I just backed up, right? Because the first time around, I got Pikachu. I'm like, what the hell did I? I didn't say I wanted to be popular. But they're like, you are secretly popular and everybody loves you. And I'm like, I don't want Pikachu. And also, Pikachu's not secretly popular. What the hell are you smoking?
Yes, Pikachu is widely regarded as the most like the Pokemon with the most renown is probably Pikachu and then Charizard. So
Yeah.
Charizard, and whichever Pokemon they're actively pushing at the time.
Man, they gave Cameron Pikachu, and Cameron's eyes went red. With
And then I
anger.
went, rewind.
Pikachu!
And it gave me
Relatable
a
for
different
real.
set of questions. But I ended up getting Cyndaquil instead. And I was like, okay, Cyndaquil's fine. Because I'm only going to play it for a bit anyways.
Fine,
Mhm.
I'm gonna kick you.
You didn't even play the game, Alex. Shut up.
That's facts.
So I'm
So true.
like,
I must have not playing the game.
You agree?
Wild.
but I don't know. I just
I had a thought that was like, okay, so this
Hmm.
is like a spinoff really for the kids. Because
Yeah.
I can imagine, being a kid and you and all your friends play Mystery Dungeon and you're like, well, I'm a Pikachu, I'm a Cyndaquil, I'm a whatever. But like,
Hey, do you play as a Pokemon or do you play as?
you play
Yeah,
as a
you
Pokemon.
play
play as a
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
You answer
Okay,
a
that's
questionnaire,
interesting. I
they
thought you
assign you a
played as,
Pokemon,
like-
you play as that Pokemon.
Interesting. I thought you played as Red, who only had like one Pokemon.
No.
No.
I got it. It makes sense now, guys.
But like, and I had that thought because like as adults, you just want to pick the goddamn Pokemon you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
you
I
have
thought
your own
more and I was
opinions
like,
about
wait, no. If I'm a kid, I definitely want to be a certain Pokemon because I'm a kid. And I'm going to be very mad and like I'm not going to throw a tantrum. Some kids might. I imagine I as a kid wouldn't. But like,
Mhm.
if you're a kid, you want to be the Pokemon you want to be, and getting a Pokemon that is not it, just like I imagine kids wouldn't want to put up with that either. So that argument kind of
No.
fell apart. I just,
I don't
it's a
know
weird
who
game.
that design is for.
Yeah, it's just weird. And I can appreciate it for that, I guess. Like it's a different take on a Pokemon spinoff. It's unique compared to all the others, so it's got that
Yeah.
going for it. And there's nothing
But it's
really
also
wrong
just-
with it. It's just
No, it's just not my style.
Interesting. Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say like Pokemon Conquest is for everyone, right? But I played that before I played any Fire Emblem game, and I
Is that one
enjoyed
like
it.
the?
Yeah.
That's like the arena fighter, isn't it?
Pokemon Conquest
dude.
is
Pokemon
the
Conquest is Fire Emblem, but Pokemon.
it's a DS game.
The arena fighter. Which are you thinking of?
Is it tournament? Pokemon tournament?
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pokemon Tournament. Pokemon Conquest is the one where everybody looks like they belong in feudal Japan because that's when it's at.
That sounds kind of fire though.
Mhm.
It is very good.
So are
Like,
Cameron and I the only people that played this game?
we're the
Yes.
only ones that played it, and I'm pretty sure.
Cooper and Alex didn't play it, and I couldn't play it. So
True.
the only opportunity that I would have had to play it was the same opportunity that we all used to play Among Us.
Among Us.
So yeah.
It
Well,
sounds.
despite this
it
not
sounds
being a
like we're-
competition week, I think Cameron and I win.
That's
That
crazy.
sounds fair to
Okay.
me.
Sure
You-
thing, buddy. Sure
You
thing.
chose to play Among Us. Don't give me that. Don't give me that lip.
Hey,
It's not
we're
on
the-
me. I got pushed into it by them three.
That's crazy.
And Barrett. And Haley. And Mama Holt. And Chelsea.
Legit.
Really, everyone was on board except for me, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's not often that we don't recommend at least trying a game, but yeah, don't.
I mean, if
I
you
don't know
have
if I
if you
can-
have
if you
GBA,
have
NSO
try-
plus, whatever, try
Try
it.
it.
Yeah. Try it.
But like, I can't say I recommend.
Don't go in
You were-
expecting something crazy. Just
Yeah.
if you want to see
It's-
what it's like, it's not offensive.
It's like kind of like a don't go. You don't have to go out of your way for it, but if you want, you can try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be
Not
fair,
that
that's
I'm
been
much-
most of the
Not Among Us.
NSO. No,
Oh,
I'm saying
yeah,
it's been most of the
NSO. My fault,
NSO game of the weeks that we've done have been like, yeah, it's fun. If you're, wanting to feel nostalgic, go for it. But otherwise,
Hey,
Eh.
Mock Rider was awesome. I like Mock Rider. I'll die on that hill. Mock Rider is cool.
is that the one that was the bikes?
The bikes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was
I also
fun.
couldn't play that one because it was also GBA. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It's in
Wait,
NES.
Operator?
Wait, no, that was a
it,
Black
that was
Box NES.
NES.
Yeah.
No, never mind. I did play
You
it
might
then.
have. Yeah.
Or I think I missed that podcast,
I
but
was
I
gonna say you
played the
might have
game.
missed that week. Yeah.
I know I missed the breakout week, and I played breakout like all week.
No,
the same
legit.
week. That,
Me too. Yes, I remember that. And then they're like,
I missed.
disqualified. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, bud.
Yeah, I don't know why. I know we both missed that week, but I can't remember what we were doing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
hear me out. Mysterium.
Dude, Mysterium would be peak.
We'll
I'm
think
just
about
saying.
it, but we gotta get a move on.
Yeah,
know
I
we
was gonna
gotta-
say
we gotta think
onto the
about it, we gotta
tidbits
think
and
about it.
strap
We'll talk
on
about it
because
after the
this
show.
is about to strap on. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
strap in.
What?
Yeah, so I gotta.
This is the meaty section of the podcast
What did he
we're
say?
arriving to.
Yeah, it's about to be a crazy 2-page lightning round in here. The Minecraft movie trailer. We didn't talk about this. Oh my god.
Peak.
It
I'm
sucks.
kidding. It's awful.
No, it
Dude.
looked so funny though.
It's gonna
It's
be
gonna
funny.
be
Not in a,
to, like,
not in a good way. Not in a good
no,
way.
no,
But
it's
it
gonna be
looks
funny in a bad
hilarious.
way.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
Jumanji, but Minecraft.
No, it's
And
not.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
great. It's gonna
Why
be
would it
great how
not
I'm gonna be
be?
making fun of Jack Black, who is an actor that I love and admire, and I'm gonna be making fun of him that entire movie.
Dude, the fact that
Based on-
every time I see Jack Black, his stomach just gets bigger by like 10%, but nothing else
know.
about him
Yeah.
changes is crazy.
Yeah, he's had the same like gray stripes right here on his beard for the past like 35, 40 years of his life.
Yeah, and like his arms are still the same size, his legs are still the same size. It's just his stomach is just it's like he's just eating Coke and Mentos every time he's in a new video. It just gets a little bigger. It's crazy. Also, why is Jason Momoa in a dress? What's up with that? Why
He
is
looks like Dora, bro. He was literally dressed up like
he's got
Dora.
a wig on
Yeah.
with the bangs. What are we doing?
Guys, like
It's
I
fucked.
said, it's
I
gonna
don't
be
know what it is,
Jumanji.
but it's fucked.
It's here's what I'm thinking. That's part of the way through the movie. They introduce the characters. One of them goes, "Hey, let's play dress up," and he plays dress up, and then they get sucked into Minecraft. That's what's going to happen.
Was he supposed to look like Alex? Was he supposed to look like some other?
No,
No,
what
Mojang
Cameron's saying is that
character?
he's just playing with kids, and it's
Oh.
something totally unrelated, and then somehow Minecraft gets pulled in because it's kids, and then they ended up getting sucked into this
Yeah.
universe. But he's still
That's-
playing dress up from before.
That's what I'm expecting. That makes the
That's a
most
good
sense.
theory.
I mean, yeah, but okay. I guess, but how are they
Because-
gonna get? I don't know how they're gonna get sucked into Minecraft. Well,
I mean,
but
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
Why does
I
it
already didn't
matter
have
how
high
they?
hopes for the.
Yeah,
I was gonna
dude.
say, I already didn't have high hopes for this movie, but the
No.
trailer is just it's hilarious. I mean, I find more
Let's see
shit
what about it.
to I find more shit to dog on it, like every single every single time I think about it. I'm like,
It's-
damn.
it's just so easy. That's what it comes down to is the fact that like they
Curious.
I don't know who decided this was a good way to do Minecraft, but
Yeah, no
they
one's
are,
smart,
like,
that's for sure.
wrong.
This is in the description on the official trailer, where it kind of explains. I think it's like an isekai, essentially.
Where is it?
Four
Um,
misfits
It's
find
an
themselves
isekai.
struggling with ordinary problems when they are
Garrett the
suddenly
Garbage
pulled
Man.
through a mysterious portal into the overworld.
Like I said, it's Jumanji.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is not nearly anime enough to be an isekai. So yeah, it's Jumanji.
I'm so excited for this, dude.
well,
It's
I
gonna
know.
be.
It's
I
gonna
mean,
be
there Jumanji is a live action isekai anyway. American live action
True.
yeah.
isekai.
I won't
Like,
deny
let's be
that.
real. Like that's exactly what
That's-
Jumanji is.
That's
It's a
that's
great
exactly what it is.
it's a great show. Don't get me wrong. Like the first Jumanji, Robin Williams, I Love You Forever. You know, Jack Black was really funny in the second one. So
True.
was Kevin Hart and The Rock were both great. But it really is just a American live action isekai.
Pretty much. I think it'll be good because it'll be bad. If that makes
I
sense.
think it'll be funny because it'll be bad. I don't think it'll be good
That's the
because
right
it'll be
word.
bad.
That's the right word.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be
funny.
good at all. But I think it'll be
Yeah.
funny.
I don't know. I think there's something to that. There's stuff that's so bad it's good
True.
because
That's
Maybe
true.
what
it's
people
so
described
bad.
as the room.
Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever seen Rocky Horror?
I
No.
have actually.
No, I haven't.
Okay, so you know exactly what I'm
Which
talking
which one? Which one?
about.
The
Rocky
old
Horror
one or the
Picture
new
Show.
one?
Yeah, the
No.
old one, the one in the 80s,
Okay.
the one in the 80s, the one in
Yeah,
the 80s.
I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
that.
Yeah. The old one. The one that was like when our parents were,
Kids.
high school and college age, and it came out, and they could do nothing but watch it and make fun of it the whole time.
Yeah, like Ride to Hell Retribution is so bad that it's good because it's a fun time to play it and just laugh at how bad it is.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, if your only goal
Hater.
is to laugh at a absolutely atrocious pile of code,
Oh, then maybe.
then it's good.
Yeah, but
True.
I'm not saying it's a good game. I'm saying it's good because it's
funny.
you can have fun laughing at like people got together and made this. In the same way that I'm
People got
anticipating
paid for
going to this. Yeah, I'm going to go to this Minecraft movie and it's going to be horrible, but I'm going to like it because it's
Yeah.
so bad that I had a good time laughing at how so many people came together and crafted this and was like, perfect. This is exactly.
That's kind of what Murky Divers looks like too. Murky Divers is a game on Steam. I think would be fun to play as the game of the week. I don't know if Alex's laptop would be able to run it, but it
Mhm.
doesn't seem very graphically intense. But the animations on it are super jank and look hilarious. And it's like a co-op game, co-op survival horror type shit.
Let's see. Police have arrested 9 Italian nationals thought to be selling counterfeit retro games and consoles for a video game trafficking ring estimated to be worth almost £42 million, which is about 50 million euros or $55.5 million.
God damn.
Dude, video game trafficking ring? We're coming so full circle, dude. COVID screwed up everything, bro. We got video game mafia now? And they're Italian? Like actual mafia trafficking?
Included 12,000 counterfeit Nintendo, Sega, and Atari consoles holding 47 million. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Is that supposed to be
47
million?
million,
47
fake
million
versions.
fake versions of retro games like Mario Bros, Street Fighter, Star Wars.
so I think
That's
what this
wild.
actually is, the title makes it sound more interesting. But what I think it actually is it's like a what's the thing you owned? Repie? RetroPie?
Oh, like
Raspberry Pi?
Raspberry Pi. I think that's
Yeah.
what these are.
Oh
Can
yeah,
you even
just
program
cheap.
a Raspberry Pi to be able to do like Nintendo games?
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. You can
I've
download a.
I've never messed with one before, so
It's so easy. You download one thing and put it on that SD card, and it just sets it all up
that's
automatically.
what I've heard.
And
I've
you
just
load it up with the
never.
ROMs. Yeah, and they're almost certainly cheaper than Raspberry Pis. Just super cheap microcontrollers that can
Probably.
emulate NES games.
Yeah, it's probably just like a circuit board with two joysticks.
Yeah, I know you guys
Pasted
have all
on.
seen the meme of like the GS5, that PS5 ripoff from AliExpress or Temu. It's
Yeah.
basically that,
Oh, yeah.
but for retro games.
I think that's what this actually is, but the title sounds so much more.
Yeah, but the fact that they have to, like, there's a video game trafficking ring for shitty knockoff 8-bit console games is crazy.
Funny part is it's not surprising in the slightest.
And
that
like $55 million, like that's
substantial.
this is not a joke.
No,
No.
not at all. I'm honestly a little bit surprised it hasn't happened already. I mean, it might have, but I'm like, I'm surprised there's not more accounts of it happening.
Not that we know of yet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess they haven't gotten caught. They're a lot better at it than these 9 Italian fellas.
Also, most of it comes from China, and China doesn't really, and like, there's not a lot of enforcement around that kind of stuff there. So
That's fair.
that's a crazy headline, though, for sure.
Yeah, there's not much enforcement around that, but yet you can't say Jesus without getting arrested and put in jail for like 10 years. So
Love China.
Also true.
look it up. There was a Chinese American immigrant. He visited China, and he got arrested while he was in China because he was a missionary. He was like, he literally got caught praying. They put him away for 10 years. He just recently got to get out and come back home to America after 10
We're
years of being
reporting
like
to you live
tortured
for
and
the first
and,
time.
Like,
China sucks, kinda, a lot.
no, not. I mean, we already knew that. I'm just saying, like, bro, 10 years he was sitting in there, fucking getting tortured and shit in a Chinese prison whenever he's an American citizen.
All
And
right.
Anyway, that's not about games, so I'll stop. But I still think it's crazy.
Start a new podcast, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The
My fault.
Battle Pass
I
expert.
honestly,
Call it the Battle Pass expert and make it nothing but politics, dude. Just screw everybody over.
right.
The Sims 5 got shot down by EA
about.
as they announced new multiplayer expansions to the current game and more creator kits to sell user-generated content. R.I.P.
Is this
Sims.
going along I would say, is this going along with like how they said they're not making Sims 5 anymore because they have too much money invested in Sims 4 and they want to just keep on making shit for Sims 4 instead of making Sims 5?
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
Is this like along that same?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sims 5 is not happening because
they want to make more money.
They can just make more money on
It's
Sims
not
4.
that they can't make more money doing Sims 5. It's that
They'd have to start over again.
They will lose a lot of goodwill if they make Sims 5. And
Goodwill.
Not to stereotype,
hear me out.
the amount of white women that I know that play Sims 4 religiously, and it's like the only thing that they can play, and they like play it for hours on end, have every single. Stop looking at me like that.
No, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at Grant.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you.
He's
Continue.
looking out at Joel.
Dude, continue. Yeah. Well,
Because you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, look, I have like one of my
I know like
friends,
3 white women, and all of them play Sims 4. Therefore,
one of my dearest friends has been playing Sims 4 since it came out. Has like 7 different Sims world that she's created. She has every single DLC associated with the game.
That's
Like,
too expensive.
dude,
That's
I know,
crazy.
but she's like hopelessly addicted to Sims 4. It's the only game she ever plays.
No, but my goodwill argument is that they got a lot of flack for Sims 4. So if they didn't basically start Sims 5 with all that same content from Sims 4, then they would get a lot of hate again, right? So instead, you just keep adding content to Sims 4 and you don't get all that extra hate because you didn't do anything. You're just doing, you're just continuing Sims 4. You're not going, hey, here's Sims 5. Oh, we cut, babies or something stupid, right? Like something that's base game level, and you're like, oh, we got charged for this.
Nah, dude. Sims 5 wouldn't survive if you couldn't do the woohoo. That's the only reason to play Sims. You use Sims like a little.
Kyle, I gotta be real with you. Over the past like 3 minutes, you've painted yourself as a crazy incel, dude. Like the this is not I don't think you are. I'm not accusing you, but going from like a rant, like a quick rant on China, to all the white women I know play Sims 4, to when I play Sims 4, I only think about the fucking, is a crazy 3-step
That's
take,
hilarious
dude.
because I've played Sims 4 twice, and both of them were on my friend's account. And I downloaded Sims 4 on my PC because I thought that we could play together. Because as I said, she's a good friend of mine. And then it's not crossplay. So
L.
yeah. So now I have Sims 4, and it was too late to refund it. So now it's sitting in my uninstalled games and will never be touched again.
Unless you want a woohoo.
But I no, thank you. But
Dude, oh my gosh.
I got it for like $10. So it wasn't too big of a detriment, and I didn't buy any of the DLCs, so I'm not even in the hole. But also, I have to admit that I do in fact own the game.
GTA 6 has a lot to live up to. A former
Like,
a former Rockstar dev says Vice City was so accurate he could use it as a map to get around real life Miami.
Okay, interesting.
I mean, GTA 6 already had a lot to live up to because it's been a decade? More than a decade.
It's been probably more than a decade.
GTA 5 is a PS3 game.
But
Right.
no, GTA 6. Interesting. Are they still planning to do like the whole World of Warcraft thing where you have to do a subscription in order to play the game, or is EA still trying to do that, or Rockstar still trying to do that? Whoever makes that game, Rockstar.
I hadn't heard that, so I don't think so.
That was like a thing last year. It was a big piece of like information that they released last year, where they were like, in order to make it worth our while, we're gonna charge it like a subscription based thing. They were like saying it's gonna be like $15 a month or something in order to play GTA 6, and a whole bunch of people that I knew that were previously excited about the game were like, okay, not playing that anymore. So I don't know if they're still thinking that or not, but
Sonic Team would love to remaster the Advance series, says Takahashi Iizuka. 2 eyes next to each other? That's crazy.
That is wild.
I'm sorry,
Too many
Takahashi.
eyes.
Don't take that as an insult. That would be. I wouldn't be surprised if they come out with like a collection of the advanced games or something.
That'd be cool.
That wouldn't be a remaster though. I don't think that.
No, but just to release them again would be
Yeah.
a good deal.
Thanks.
what did the Advanced series first come out on?
Take a guess
The
based on the name.
Well, okay.
Game Boy Advance.
The Game Boy Advance. I was like, but for someone who only ever got to play a Game Boy Advance whenever Brendan would put it down, like in few and far between intervals, and then the only games he ever owned was like Pokemon Leaf Green, and I don't even know what else because the only one I ever played was Pokemon Leaf Green. I didn't really care about much else.
That was a great story.
Sega. You're really on your hater streak right now.
You inspired me, bro. You started hating at the beginning, and I was like, I gotta step it up.
You know what? You're right. I've been hating the whole time. So
Sega shares officially sponsored quote something about Shadow the Hedgehog animation. What?
Interesting.
I'm gonna
Wait,
post
what?
this in the
Something
chat,
about
and
Sonic the
then
Hedgehog. Why does that sound
Shadow.
romantic?
Interesting.
You said you were posting the video?
Yep,
Oh, there it is.
this is officially licensed or officially sponsored. My bad, not licensed.
Terminal Montage is hilarious, bro.
I'll have to watch
Have y'all
that
seen
after the
his?
show. I have not heard that channel before.
He makes a whole bunch of videos. I know he made one on Helldivers 2. He made one. He made several on both Breath of the Kingdom or
Breath
Breath
of
of
the
the Wild,
Kingdom.
Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom. Shit, I mixed them up. He made several on both of those games. He's made some on Mario. They're really funny, and his animation style is just funny to watch. It's really stupid, but it's funny.
Like a Dragon, Pirate, Yakuza, and Hawaii announced. Oh yeah, this is the thing that Alex bought. Okay, coming out February 28th next year. Embark on an over-the-top modern-day pirate adventure with an ex-Yakuza, now pirate captain Goro Majima and his crew as they engage in exhilarating combat on land and sea in the hunt for lost memories and a legendary treasure. And it is set after Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth.
Alex, you already have this, and it's not coming out
He pre-ordered
Yeah, I
it.
already
until
bought it.
February.
I mean,
That's
I'm not gonna
insane.
lie. Yakuza as a pirate, it does sound pretty banging. That does sound pretty fun.
True.
I really like the trailer.
Is it the same character
Yeah,
from
Goro Majima
Infinite
is
Wealth?
in. No, but he's in
Oh,
that game. He's been in the series since the first game, so 20
oh.
years ago.
Final Fantasy
My buddy
16.
Max plays it a lot, but I've never played it, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy 16 producer Naoki Yoshida asks that modders please don't run amok with offensive or inappropriate shenanigans now the game's on PC. Oh, you asked for it now, buddy.
Yeah,
There's
he
going to be
just said.
extra content.
To be fair,
now.
when something else got posted, I don't remember something from Final Fantasy.
I
It might
guarantee
have been
there's already
remake.
sex
They
mods
were
for
like,
it.
"Look, you can do it, but don't post about it and don't let us find about it because then we'll have to take it down."
Oh yeah.
Keep the porn mods in the Goon Cave, please. Thank you.
Yeah, basically that's what it
Cells.
is.
Keep it in the goon cave.
If it gets too big, we will have to come for you. So keep it quiet.
Yeah, just keep it on the down low. We know what you're doing, but don't involve us in
We
it.
know you're horny,
That's
but
that
let us
sounds
hear
like a
about it.
parent that like knows that their kid like went out drinking at a party last night. And I'd be like, "Look, we know what you're doing.
Don't get
Yeah.
me in trouble.
Yeah, like don't get me in trouble and tell me if you need a ride. But don't tell anybody I said this. And if you do, I'm throwing you under the bus."
Exactly.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is leading IGN's Game of the Year 2024 race. That's not shocking.
Woo!
I mean, like, well, I just had to think about it for a second because at first I was like, what other Game of the Year contenders are there? But now it's coming to mind. Like, Black Myth Wukong, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't know, like, it's gonna be hard to beat the Final Fantasy player base or just fan base in general.
Yeah, I don't know. The rumors surrounding Black Myth Wukong have kind of died down. I was hearing quite a bit about it, and now I haven't heard anything in a while.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't surprise me that because Final Fantasy fans will play Final Fantasy until they, cannot stand to play any games.
So true.
I mean, also, there's just so many Final Fantasy fans. Like, that's such a huge name.
Also true. Also true.
And this is 7.
Yeah,
Which
and it's
is
the biggest
the
game.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, exactly. Square Enix admits that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Final Fantasy XVI profits, quote, did not meet expectations. Again, Square Enix with the crazy sales expectations.
Fire that guy.
Yeah, seriously,
And
get
then
a new guy.
And then they'll meet sales expectations.
Let's see. The entire staff of Annapurna Interactive has resigned. What does that company make? Wikipedia. Tell me what they got. Oh,
Yeah.
they made Donut County. I've heard of that game. Outer
I've heard of that
Wilds.
game.
They
Sounds very familiar.
they're okay. Excuse me. They're a publisher. They're not a developer. They
Stray.
publish. Oh yeah, Stray. Silent Hill Townfall is a potential. It's something they were working on. I guess not anymore.
Anymore, yeah.
Wanderstop. That was at
We
some
talked
big
about that.
event.
I'll say we talked about that several weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was on one of the showcase events. They talked about it. I put it on my Steam wish list when we were talking about it because it sounded really interesting.
So, Silent Hill's Townfall is probably still coming out. It has 3 publishers. This was just one of them.
Yeah, I was. That's what I was trying to say. Is that they're not working on it anymore.
Yeah.
Y'all go to Barrett
Yeah.
joins?
Huh?
Barrett?
Barrett joins late.
Sure. I mean, yeah. If he's got riveting comments on Annapurna Interactive.
I don't know.
Lego 2K Drive, Temporta 4. Okay, this is in Spanish, so forgive me for this butchering.
Yes.
Paquete de monedas cost 72,000 pesos, which is about 3,600 US dollars, and that's how much it costs
Damn.
on the Mexican eShop.
That's for
It was a
a game called
DLC.
Paquete de
No.
Monedas? Or
No, it's
a
DLC
this
for
is a
Lego 2K
DLC.
Drive.
What is Temporada 4 also DLC?
I have no idea.
Oh, I found it. Hold on. I'll send
Because
that.
I've never even heard of Lego
Give me a
2K
second.
Drive. Like that. That's not a.
You've never
You haven't
don't
heard of Lego
it?
2K
I'm
Drive?
familiar with.
It's dog shit. How have you not heard of it?
I mean, I've heard of several Lego games. I played a lot of Lego games. I'm a fan of Lego games.
The
I've never heard
price
of that
point
one
is
though.
still on the site. There you go. It still says
Yeah.
72,000.
That's
What?
insane.
But you get 18,000 gold points. And we got the
Ooh.
one 18,000 gold points.
So it
Dude,
was Lego's
you
attempt at
get a
making racing
public
game.
transit bus? Oh, that's a cop. That's a cop. You get the bus?
Yoink. So it's literally Lego's attempt at making a racing game.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
got ruined by 2K.
For sure.
Yeah, naturally.
Capcom Europe confirming the PEGI release of the Marvel vs. Capcom collection will be a code in a box, not an actual cartridge.
No.
Bruh, that's
Oh.
crazy.
Here we go again, bro. Didn't we just talk
Imagine
about this on the
playing-
show?
I was like, imagine paying like $500 or something, and then you don't even get the actual thing.
Just don't
No, for
release
real.
it. It's not actually in the box. Don't actually release it.
After 350,000 signatures in an EU consumer rights campaign, Ubisoft is adding offline modes to the Crew games, but not
But
the
not-
now dead original. Oh, so the Crew, the
Yeah.
Crew 2, they're getting offline modes, but not the Crew
Yeah.
1.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
Great. So, did not fix the problem?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Ubisoft. Valve working on deadlock anti-cheat measures, but they're not in place yet. Luckily, I have not run into any cheaters on this game. I've seen videos of it. I'm afraid for the time that I do. And like, why are we cheating right now? You don't even have an account to booster stats. You're just being a scumbag.
Grant, it's as always. It takes away people's fun.
Yeah.
Right, but take away people's fun by dogging on them. Just get good at the game.
No. Why would I get good?
Bro,
at the
I
game
suck, and I
when can
still
just
have a
cheat?
pretty good number of games.
I can just cheat though, Grant. That's why I made That's why I modded my game.
I mean,
That's
there's
why
other
they had-
countries. There's other countries that legitimately believe that everyone cheats, so they should also cheat to make it a level playing field.
Is Deadlock even available outside the U.S. right now?
I have no idea.
Mm.
No clue.
Because
That's
it's in like
usually how
because
it's
it's in like
designed.
alpha test. I mean, I wouldn't imagine it'd be outside the U.S. I don't know. Um, yeah, well, good. Put them in place, please. Especially before this game
Definitely.
actually starts to get close to
Has
launch.
it
Big.
has
Yeah.
it seemed like people were cheating whenever you've been playing?
No, that's what I was saying.
Because he
I
hasn't
haven't
run
seen
into
any.
them.
I haven't seen any yet. I've seen videos of it
That's
happening,
good.
and I've kept an eye out for it. But no, I mean, like it's kind of hard to tell when they're cheating at first because you can get power-ups that do like life steal and stuff where like they just start healing out of nowhere, it looks like, but they're
Yeah.
actually stealing health from you and your other teammates and stuff. So like
Yeah.
it looks like cheating at first, but that's just game mechanics. But I
Yeah.
haven't seen anybody just like not take any damage or like shoot through walls or that kind of stuff.
Not yet. At
Not
least.
yet, anyway. Yeah, we'll see. I'll report if I do. Project T, the co-op shooter set in the Dead by Daylight universe, has been canceled. L.
No. I don't even know what that is, but no.
And I know
Something
that-
they
Just
announced
a
at the
clear-
same time at casting of Frank Stone.
Clearly was not that big of a announcement.
Yeah, that sucks because I like the Dead by Daylight universe, and I definitely like me some co-op shooters. I play a lot of them, so.
Yeah.
Games featuring paid loot boxes will soon receive a mandatory M rating in Australia.
That's kind
W.
of silly.
I
Kids,
I agree,
kids shouldn't
but
gamble.
also yeah, like get
No, I don't-
get fucked.
I don't really agree. I mean,
You don't.
if you're gonna have other in-app purchases available that don't need an M rating, why would you make specifically loot boxes
That's
have
true.
an M rating?
Because loot boxes are gambling.
They are gambling technically.
I mean, yeah, kinda, but
And also like I don't think this is as much about like kids shouldn't be able to use loot boxes. It's more like we need to make sure that the parent understands when they buy this game
What
for
they're
their
getting.
kid that the potential for them to steal their credit card and put it in there and spend like $300 as a thing. So just be mindful
fair.
of that. I think it's not really about like I'm sure there's some argument about gambling being bad for kids' brains because it's bad for everybody's brains.
Oh yeah.
But also, I think it's mostly just we want to make sure parents are forced to recognize that there's stuff that their kids can spend a lot of money on in this game, so that way they don't get got like we hear so many stories in the news about.
yeah, M for mediate.
Yeah.
No.
Japan voted League of Legends the worst game of all time. Let's go, dude. That's a hell of a headline.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Valid opinion. Next.
Based and red pilled. Thank you very much. 4 SNES games have been added to Nintendo Switch Online: Battletoads Double Dragon, Big Run, Cosmo Gang The Puzzle. I'm sorry, that's a title to go in the meme bucket for these games. And Kuniko-kun no Dodgeball Deo Zinin Shugo?
I
Shuego?
recognize the word dodgeball.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a dodgeball game from Japan. Japan gets Angelic, Big Run, and Cosmo Gang The Puzzle. Wait, we get the Japanese game?
Yes,
That's backwards.
they probably already have it.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. Cosmo Gang The Puzzle. Stop the presses, everybody. Cosmo Gang The Puzzle. Good lord.
And Big Run, which is a mode in Splatoon.
Let's go.
In an amazing turn of events, the UV app has preserved the entirety of Professor Layton and the Mansion of the Deathly Mirror. All 6 chapters were found on a junk F906I. Don't ask me.
That's crazy.
Previously, we only had the first 3 chapters, and English translation will happen in due time. But that's not all. From the same phone, UV preserved Mr. Driller Aqua, a Kaite exclusive spinoff of the Mr. Driller series, previously lost until now. It's got an aquatic theme. Lastly, they posted a photo of the phone, I'm guessing. It looks
Yeah.
like it survived a house fire, but it goes to show that no matter the Kaite's condition, there's always a possibility of lost games being on it.
What is a
Interesting.
kaite?
I don't know. Let's
Is
see.
that supposed to
Probably
be?
phone
I was
or
saying, is that
Oh,
device.
supposed to
oh.
be a?
So a Google of that word alone points to Japanese mobile phone culture.
Oh,
Okay, I
okay.
do want y'all
That
to
makes
actually
sense.
look at this phone though.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Send a
post
picture
one.
if you have one.
In Japanese, mobile phones are called keitai
Upload one.
denwa,
No,
literally
nothing's wrong with
portable
the upload.
telephones, and are often simply known as keitai.
Interesting.
If you said so.
Okay, hold on.
And it looks like
Discord's being weird because they dropped their image.
okay, yeah.
It
Alex
has you to,
sent an
like-
image of one. This is what they're
I've sent one.
talking about. It
This
looks
is the
like
back of the
Oh wow.
phone.
And that was
The-
in a fire, and it still looks like that.
looks like it was a house fire, but it had those games on it.
It looks in miraculously good condition for being through a house fire.
well, it just says
But,
that
I
it
mean,
looks like it
look-
survived a house fire. I doubt that's actually confirmed, but
Oh. I mean, flip phones can pretty much survive anything. So
That's so true.
it seems like that. I'm reading more about this where it's kind of interesting. It's just talking about how like Japan mobile phones in Japan became super super popular way before the rest of the world got really into them. So they had stuff like this before us, and it was just way more popular.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where was I at? Set your
We're
clocks.
doing the
Clock
clock
Tower
tower,
Rewind
yeah.
has now an official digital release date in North America and Europe of October 29th. Why at the end of the month? Oh man, come on. Experience this survival horror classic on Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox, and PC just in time for Halloween.
I don't know. Honestly, I think it's kind of perfect timing, and
No,
I
it should
def-
be
I
at the
definitely-
beginning of the month though.
I mean, like it's better than
Why?
the 31st.
it's a horror game. So yeah, I'll say it's a horror game.
But
Yeah.
I do like I want to play horror games in October, not
So true.
right at
November.
Halloween. Because at Halloween,
Um,
I'm going out dressed up as an idiot, getting super drunk.
Well, you have the 29th and the 30th that you can play the game, and then you can go get fucking wasted.
Or they
It
could
probably
do
won't
like
be
the
either the-
Until Dawn remake and release it
Actually, it's none
at
of
the
those
beginning
days.
of the month.
Halloween's on a Thursday this year. That's an L.
Mm.
Oh, he speaks.
I prefer them not to. I prefer them not to like rush it out though, and then it's like all glitchy and shit.
I mean, we're only
Yeah.
a month away though. Like,
So it should
Yeah.
have gone gold.
yeah.
Yeah, this should just be like.
Oh well,
cleanup.
I'm not gonna complain. I am super excited to see this game. I love Clock Tower, so
Yeah, I've had it on my Steam wish list since we talked about it like 2 months ago. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Metaphor ReFantasio's length will be comparable to Persona 5 and will feature post-game content.
Let's go.
Yay.
Woo.
Huge.
God of War Ragnarok launches on PC to mixed Steam user reviews, with most complaining about the PlayStation Network account requirement. They have also
we
confirmed
talked about
that
how
it's
that would be a
verified
problem
on Steam
too.
Deck too. Yeah, the whole point.
Like that. Yeah,
That's crazy.
The whole point.
we talked about that
Review.
way before it actually got released. About how it was gonna cause a whole bunch of people to be super unhappy, and guess what
It
happened?
doesn't matter. You can't write a Steam review unless you bought it, so everybody writing a bad review had to have bought it.
I mean, yeah.
It's
but that
okay.
doesn't
There's
mean they had
already
to
a
play
mod.
it.
There's already a mod. Just get the mod. That easy.
That's fair.
No.
Oh yeah.
Silent Hill 2 Remake will not be available on other formats, quote, than PlayStation 5 and PC until October 8th of 2025.
That's unfortunate.
Why? Nobody's
Luckily,
gonna
I'll
buy
be
it
able
on
to play it.
Xbox
Ha, 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 ha.
anyways.
Yeah, who's missing out? 3 people?
Yeah, pretty much.
Disney's mobile game Mirrorverse is shutting down later this year. Oh, another one bites the dust.
Oh no.
Like it feels
Oh.
like every episode we announce at least one of these. Stardew Valley 1.6 is coming to consoles and mobile on November 4th. Let's go. Finally, this man can stop working on Stardew Valley again, get back to hunting. Oh, actually, you know what? Take a month off, go to the beach, and turn off your phone, and then come back and finish Chocolatier, please. Thank you.
I literally, like, I knew that Stardew was on mobile, but until literally earlier today, I downloaded Civ 6 mobile on my phone, and I just came across Stardew randomly, and I was like, damn, I forgot this was on mobile. Might have to download. But it's also $5.
Oh
And I
yeah.
don't know if I
How
want to
much
spend
did
that right now.
Civ 6 cost you?
It was free, baby. Let's go.
Okay.
This-
Yeah.
I mean, I have Stardew Valley on my phone. It's
I feel like it wouldn't be the same though.
it's fine. I think they changed the UI and stuff to work meaningfully well on a mobile screen and like the controls and everything. I don't think it's offensive, but like the format
You
of
have like a
Stardew is not really akin to mobile phone play unless that's
mm-mm.
the only thing you can play it on. And you know, if that's your situation, it is what it is. I'm glad it's there because it's a fine port
Is
of it.
it
Mhm.
is it like a D-pad, like thumb D-pad, or is it
No,
joystick,
it's
or is it
touchscreen.
touch? Okay,
You
touchscreen.
you might be able to like plug a or like Bluetooth a controller to your phone or something and play it like I would do with
Yeah,
PlayStation Remote or something, but I have not tried
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Because like if I want to play Stardew seriously, I'm gonna play it on my PC or my Switch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but like you know, it's not a bad port. So like if that's the only thing you can play on, but you have a phone and want to play Stardew, it's not gonna be like a pain in the ass to play it. The controls and screen work pretty well.
Yeah.
Um, Sonic Channel announced for tomorrow. Is this a reference to the Sega Channel thing, or is Sonic Channel?
It's a Sonic
Oh.
Direct.
Yeah. They're just gonna talk about a bunch of things, I think, that will be coming out for the next year.
Hmm. Interesting. And beloved Skyrim grandma Shirley Curry retires from making gameplay videos at 88 years old. I'm so
Honestly,
glad that was not a headline about her dying because I would have broken my heart.
yeah, she had a long career playing
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
games. I mean, being 88 years old before you finally hang up your hat, like that's crazy.
What a
That is
freaking
wild.
unsung hero of.
I don't know if she's gonna stop playing games. I think she's just gonna stop making.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah. I'm sure she'll
making
keep playing.
you,
It's just
yeah. But to stop making videos after making them for so long, and you're now 88 years old, and you're finally, you know,
I
that's. I
wouldn't be
mean,
surprised if like she still does like a once a quarter stream, like just randomly
yeah,
something, because I'm sure she's gonna keep playing.
Mhm.
But
100%. Yeah,
well deserved retirement, Shirley. Thank you for your service.
indeed.
Old but still interesting tidbit of the week. According to the IMDb trivia board for Luigi's Mansion, when you try to copy a file, there is a message at the top right of the corner that says, "More files mean more fear." And when you try to delete a file, there is a message at the top right corner that says, "You can erase the files, but not the fear." Ooh.
I kind of
So
love that. That's
I
awesome.
don't know if this is a memory
really
card
cool.
thing or in the main game because I don't have the game here to test.
I don't know. Either way, that's pretty awesome. I like it.
nice little tidbit.
Yeah.
On to the rumors. Concord apparently cost about $400 million. L.
Damn.
And it
Man.
made 5.
And it made
I got-
5. Yeah.
I got one to throw in here about Pokemon Legends ZA. It is a 4chan rumor, so don't get your hopes up too
Oh
bad.
boy, we love 4chan
Ooh,
rumors.
fresh,
Yeah,
fresh
yeah.
Fortune
It-
rumor.
and look, it's legit because the guy that made it is named J Johnny Game Freak Jr. So,
Dude, that's Game Freak in his name, bro.
oh god, like he's legit. It says Pokemon presents on September 24th. I work in localization for Europe, French particularly, so I'll try to translate names into English where I can. direct sequel of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Arceus tries sending you back home to Kalos, but sends you 20 years into the future of Kalos by mistake. A girl named Maple brings you to, you know, your senses, basically, is what it says. And then it says you have to help with the urban redevelopment and plan of Lumio City. And then it talks about how Professor Sycamore is planned to be like gray haired, and a lot of the characters that you've seen, such as Shauna, Diantha, Dexio, Stina, and Bonnie, are all going to be grown up characters now because it's supposed to be 20 years in the future. It also talks about how um, there's supposed to be a new legendary dragon type Pokemon, according to this, called Aurora Boros, which, you know, sounds really cool, but I doubt it's going to be
that-
real because, you
So
know,
it's-
That
so
4Chan.
it's a
doesn't
double.
sound very French.
I mean, it sounds
Huh?
like a double play on Aurora Borealis and
Borealis.
Ouroboros.
Yeah.
It's definitely like supposed to be that kind of semblance, especially because you have, excuse me, you have Zygarde and Yveltal and Xerneas are all kind of loosely
Man.
based on like the world tree and sort of that Norse mythology sort of vibe. So the fact that it would be Aurora Boros actually kind of fits into that sort of vibe, but it also very unlikely just because it's from 4chan and you
And
can never
that's
really
why
trust
it's
anything.
fake, because they
It
matched
also,
it to the other lore.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, and this one is one that actually kind of seems the most likely. It says
Yeah.
3 new megas, including Darmanitan, Octillery, and Aegislash. Which Aegislash, I mean, I
Doesn't
don't know
need
about y'all,
one.
but I personally love Aegislash. It's one of my
Such a good
favorite
mod.
megas, or it's one of my favorite Pokemon, and I would love for it to have a
It's,
mega.
it was always on my
Um,
Gen 6
and
team. It
I
just
think
doesn't need one. It's already broke.
honestly, it's good, but they gave
Yeah.
several Pokemon that did not need one a mega, including Rayquaza has a mega.
Oh, that's true.
So
I forget
if
Super
Rayquaza
if
band.
has
if
one.
a literal
Super band.
if a literal yeah, I would say if literally a legendary Pokemon can get a mega, anything can get a mega.
I
Yeah.
like the
But I
megas
do
that are
think that
actually
the
actively work.
the
Yeah.
reason that I kind of feel like this might sort of be possible is they're all three obviously Gen 6 Mons, so that all automatically fits. And then the fact that,
Darmanitan's not.
or
Artillery
sorry,
is not.
I know, no, sorry, Aegislash is Gen 6 Mon, so they have one Gen 6 Mon, and then they have two Mons that are kind of usually forgotten about, and they could bring it into the Legends EA as, you know, a Gen 6 special thing where you can get the Mega Evolution for those, and they kind of are ones that not many people would think about. I kind of think it's kind of cool.
I think about
And then
Darmanitan. It had Zen mode.
It also
I
And it
mean,
had
had
Zen mode is powerful, but also
it
like,
also had that snowman.
yeah, but unless you're playing a Unova game, you're not really gonna think about Darmanitan. Um, because it's kind of forgettable. But then they say two new regional forms, Dwebble with a white body and a pastry style shell. I guess is supposed to allude to like a cream puff or something. I don't know. And then a latte coffee motif Sinistea, which I find to be very unlikely considering we had Sinistea um, came out in Gen 8, and then for the Legends Arceus, they had Sinistra, like the matcha version of Sinistea. I find it very unlikely that immediately after Legends Arceus, they're going to have another Sinistea variation in
That
ZA.
that
I
sounds
mean
exactly
Meowth
like
got
something Pokemon would do.
one back to back.
I mean, yeah,
No, it
and
only got two.
Berserker and
Meowth
Alola.
Meowth got one
Yeah.
back to back, and there have been tons of other times throughout Pokemon's history where they've given a lot of attention to a specific Pokemon several games in a row, but I just don't think that Sinistee is gonna be that Mon that they're gonna do that for.
Dennis T. Dev says they will.
You know what? Maybe, but and then they say Xerneas and Yveltal's eyes glow with rainbow swirling light inside of them, so hinting at a possible Xerneas and Yveltal Mega Evolution, which I actually could see being a possibility in this game just because they didn't get one in Gen 6, which is when Mega Evolution actually started happening, which I
No,
think
we
is
were too busy
crazy.
giving 2 to Charizard.
Yeah, literally too busy giving 2 of them to Charizard and 2 of them to Mewtwo and one
That
to
Gen-
each of the Gen 3 starters and Rayquaza. Yeah.
Gen 1 bias.
Yeah. And then it says uh, something about a man in a trench coat walking through the city with dialogue implying to be Looker, quote unquote.
I was
Some
gonna
call me
say Looker
handsome,
before you
know.
said him. You
Yeah,
said trench coat, and I was like, Looker?
Oh
it says,
yeah, finally.
it says some call me handsome, quote unquote. And that's about it for that 4chan leak. It says that the release date says March of 2025, which there's no way in hell they have narrowed it down to
Launch
March.
title Switch 2?
It's definitely not coming out in March. We already know this. I mean, it might,
Interesting.
but I doubt
Sounds
it'll.
fake, but
That's what I'm saying. I like there are a couple things in it that I can see maybe being true if Pokemon wanted to do it, but it's pretty obvious that it's not true. I just thought it was an interesting rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be real, but it sounds fake. I did want to cover one thing before we move on. The Concord thing, Grant. I can't stop thinking about what you said, where you were like, well, there's 20 years it's going to be, this is my PS5 collection, and this is my sealed copy of Concord and the controller and the center display.
I saw someone post a photo of like a dozen Concord games on a Walmart shelf. And the comments were all talking about how they're like not supposed to be selling them. Like they try to buy it and they just can't.
Get told no, yeah. Didn't stop me from looking while we were while Chelsea and I were staying in Haines City to watch a friend's house. I would have like that game is going ridiculous prices. So if there's somewhere you can get it from, it's probably gonna be Walmart.
From Special Nick, a new Batman game is in the works at Rocksteady. PlayStation is trying to get exclusivity for the game.
Good luck competing with Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, but
I like Origins. It's the only time you actually get to fight Deathstroke.
I don't like Origins.
Didn't ask.
Okay.
Platinum Games obtained the ownership of the Wonderful 101 trademark from Nintendo on August 19th this year.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, Platinum Games should have it. I mean, Nintendo didn't want to fool with it, obviously, as an exclusive anymore, so why not just let them have it? It's their game anyway.
To be fair, it's already not been an exclusive, right?
Yeah, but that's the only reason it didn't become an exclusive was because Nintendo didn't want to fool with it. So, didn't they do like a Kickstarter or something? Like, we can get this released on all platforms. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and like it's still like it's on Switch, but it's also on everything else now. So, there's no reason for Nintendo to hold on to this if they're not gonna
use it.
Have an exclusive. Yeah. Official Tetris, the Grandmaster account appears to be teasing a release of the Grandmaster 4. Is this
All right, Cooper, what's that mean?
Do what, sorry?
Is it Tetris or
That's a good question.
is Grandmaster a part of Tetris? I don't know what Grandmaster is supposed to refer to.
I'm not sure.
Did you put the rumor in there?
No, I didn't.
I put it in there.
Do you know what Grandmaster account is?
I have no idea.
Bro,
Okay, great. love to hear it. Moving on.
Oh, good. Now we've got to wait.
Dusk Golem
Oh, he's
RE's.
deleted it. That was the problem.
I just want to know what Grandmaster is. I'm trying to find. Let's see. Dusk Golem RE0 and RECV remakes won't be as ambitious as the RE4 remake.
That's crazy.
I mean, all right,
Why?
money, probably.
Yes.
Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered was leaked by the ESRB, coming to both
Oh
PS5 and PC.
boy, I can't wait for this.
I don't.
Is that genuine or
I don't
no?
know
I
how-
can't tell.
I don't know how likely that is.
It's not genuine. I can't believe they've done the same thing again.
I don't think that it's even real because Zero Dawn's not even that old. I mean, it
It's
came out on.
real. If ESRB's leaking it, then it's real.
I mean, yeah,
It
that
came
game
out
wasn't
on
that old,
PS4.
but
Like it's.
yeah,
This will be something
Last of Us
announced
Part
tomorrow.
2 wasn't. Ghost of Tsushima wasn't. Oh, what am I thinking of? There's a
Did
third
Ghost
one.
of Tsushima get a PS5 version?
Yes.
Okay.
Um.
Obviously not remembering.
I don't know though.
God
I
damn it,
mean,
it's right
you're
there.
right. Both of those games got PS5 versions, and they're not that old either. But I don't know. Like,
Final
just
Fantasy
play
VII
Forbidden
remake did.
West.
That's a bit different
Yeah.
though. This is
It
Sony
is, but
remaking the same junk they just remade.
I still have.
Well, camera cut out.
just play Forbidden West. All of the monsters are still in it from the original, and it's a much more
The one I got.
interesting storyline. Plus,
What's the
seems
walking
like a bit of a
simulator
waste.
game?
But which one?
Wait, which one?
They're all back, but Cameron's not back, so Cameron's lagging.
Ruh-roh.
I will help
Oh,
him.
so
Wait, are you back?
Hello.
Well, there he is.
Okay, you're about to get kicked. To help you.
good.
Wow, I don't think that would.
Let me help you by kicking you. What's the walking simulator game? The one we bully all the time.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. I'm pretty sure that got a PS5 one.
Yeah, possibly. But I'm thinking more about the fact they've released Last of Us 3 times.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I was trying to come up with the other ones they've done because I know everyone wants to point at that, but this isn't like a. They don't just do it for that game. They do this all the
Sure.
time.
Here's the thing, Kyle. It doesn't say Bloodborne, so this is actually going to happen.
Okay, buddy. Them there is fighting words, Alex. And you know they're fighting words, which is I'm pretty sure why you said it. And I'll never forgive you.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Persona 6 is said to
Dang.
be announced at the Tokyo Game Show 2024, expected to release in summer next year.
That's this weekend.
Oh, it is this weekend. Reliable Chinese leaker A9VG is teasing a new Like a Dragon game to be announced at Tokyo Game Show or State of Play. One of the main characters might have a new hairstyle. That's the news you got? They might have a new hairstyle?
That's crazy.
Cool. From Ches Gordon, don't expect Final Fantasy VII Remake for Xbox. Final Fantasy 16 and Pixel remasters will be announced for Xbox at Tokyo Game Show. Man, that's going to be a crazy lukewarm announcement.
Why would? Why? I don't understand.
I mean, hey, they like tripled the Xbox ownership in Japan from that PS5 price increase.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know that's
From
only like
1 to
300
3.
now. Yeah.
But still.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. Final Fantasy IX remake development is complete, similar to Memoria Project. What is that?
Mario? I'm
Memoria project?
I mean, not like it matters though. It's not gonna meet sales expectations anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, Memorial Project. Final Fantasy IX Memorial Project. A non-playable passion project led by what? They're just remaking the game but not playable? What it would look like if it was reimagined. Oh, okay. They released a bunch of trailers and stuff for a not real game.
Final Fantasy 13 Remastered Trilogy is coming to PC and PS5 Xbox Series.
I
Supposedly.
hope that's real.
I could believe it. I mean, who knows?
Mhm.
Nintendo's apparently looking into Super Nintendo mouse support for Switch Online. That'd be
Yeah, I
cool.
saw that.
Mario
Yeah.
Paint.
Yeah, like cool. But if this, like, if they charge, what are they gonna charge? $50 for a mouse if they make one?
I hope not. They
Probably
can't,
about.
right? Because that's what
Yeah,
the
I
price
could.
of all the actual controllers
I was
is.
gonna say 40, but I could believe 50.
That's crazy.
And
It is
like,
Nintendo.
yeah, and like SNES mouse, super cool. If you know the games that work with it, it can be really useful. But
But they'd have to look in order to make it worth more than like $10. All of those games need to be put onto NSO.
Yeah.
and they do make. I know Hyperkin makes a SNES mouse, like a modern one that's like a laser mouse. So I could see them releasing one that's USB for $20 or something, and that's a pretty good arguable deal. But yeah, anything over $20, I just like no, bro.
Yeah, no.
Even 20 is kind of a hard sell
Yeah,
because you're still gonna have to pay shipping because Nintendo's like, oh, but you're not giving us enough money.
documents from 2020 Nintendo Giga Leak found showing a canceled 3DS successor, which was turned into the Switch.
Good. Can we get
What?
more
Oh,
3DS
you're telling me we
style
almost got the
game?
4DS?
Yeah, I want to be able to smell my environment.
Yeah. You could make, dude, if there was a way to convince Futurama to make a episode about the 4DS, or it's just the 3DS, but there's like a connector that plugs in and goes in your nose.
Yeah.
Valve is testing ARM64 support for popular games, sparking speculations about new future hardware. So yeah, I believe the rumors about, or like, it makes sense that the rumors are pointing towards new future hardware, but also it is important to note that Windows exists for ARM processors now, and they've been working on it. It's still dog. Don't recommend it as it currently is, but they have been working on it for a while, and it has been getting better. So I also wouldn't be surprised if this is just now you can play some Steam games on your ARM machine that has Windows on it, which like is probably like 5 people that want to do that. Who builds an ARM machine and wants Windows? If you know what you're doing with ARM, get Linux. Man up. You should know better.
No.
No.
Microsoft's gaming unit is operating under a challenging set of revenue and profit goals, according to people familiar with Xbox's business.
Is this the same profit goals as Square Enix?
No, it's probably like, guys, we have to at least sell like 10 of these.
No, it's probably, oh shit, they're actually breathing down our necks because we spent 70 billion. We actually touched the money fund. So they want an investment return.
No, good luck. Microsoft is banking on Call of Duty on Game Pass to shift the needle for its subscription numbers and help grow its gaming revenues.
I don't think
Stop
Call of Duty is gonna
relying
do it for him.
Stop relying on Game Pass as your only means of revenue. Make
No.
good games.
No.
I mean, I agree
Good
that
games,
it's probably not going to work.
You made a good game. We're shutting down your
I mean,
studio.
New World
You're
was kind
setting
of
the
fun
bar
until they shit
too
on it. So,
high.
or was that Amazon? I think that was Amazon. Who made New World? Was it Microsoft or Amazon?
New World?
New
Yeah.
World.
I don't know.
No
Mm.
idea.
But like I think it's probably not going to work. But to be fair, if there is a game to really try to make it work, it's Call of Duty. People that like sports games always sell really well, but the people that buy a sport game every year usually don't care about just buying it. I could so see though like a Call of Duty kind of fan base being way more into the Game Pass idea. I still don't really think I don't have a lot of confidence that it's actually going to do anything, but I think this is probably their best shot at it.
Yeah, but I still even for the people that aren't Call of Duty fans, it wouldn't do anything. And then for the people that are Call of Duty fans, they probably already have a lot of those games. So paying more, like paying money every month in order to play the games that for the most part they already have, doesn't really seem
True.
like it would shift the needle at all.
It
And if it does shift it, it wouldn't be by much.
I wouldn't be surprised if it does at first and then it just goes back because like maybe a lot of people are like, yeah, let's try out the new Call of Duty, pay $15 for 1 month and they can play it, and if they really like it, then they can either continue with Game Pass or just buy the game, and
Yep.
if they don't like it and or get tired of it, don't have to pay anymore.
Yep.
Microsoft spends $1 billion annually to get third-party games on Game Pass. That is crazy amounts of money, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just hurts the developers.
Share please, share please.
Windows Central, quote, we tentatively believe, based on our sources, to include at least both a traditional style successor to the Xbox Series X and Microsoft's first real foray into Xbox handheld gaming with its own take on the Steam Deck.
They just
My
need to stop.
reaction to
They really just need to
Microsoft
stop,
making
bro.
it handheld.
Hold up. Let
That's
me go check
also,
this.
own take on the Steam Deck feels a bit weird.
Thank you, Kyle.
That's good. See, the problem is if Windows or Microsoft took their own take on the Steam Deck a couple of years ago, you could have had a shot. But
When-
now you've got the ROG Ally, and there's like the Asus Z1 or whatever, and Lenovo
And
Legion
even-
Go has
Even the Steam Deck itself would be better than whatever the hell Microsoft comes up with.
Well, that's how I feel about all the current ones that exist. Like the ROG Ally X is a pretty powerful damn handheld, but I don't want a
Yeah.
Windows handheld. I want a game console handheld. So why wouldn't I just
Yep.
get the Steam Deck? But like Microsoft could have capitalized on that market because there's a lot of people that do have those alternatives that are just Windows handhelds, really, and that's
Yeah.
fine. And they could have capitalized on that, but now it's all already out there. So unless it's just the bee's knees, I don't really see.
It will not be.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be. And I can't wait to see what the Xbox Series X2 looks like because that's gonna be so boring. I can taste it.
It's like the PS5 Pro.
Man, Cameron keeps dropping out.
Where it's like, look, we know that we've already given you basically said our console is actually shit and you should buy the new one.
Yeah. Photos of the Switch 2 factory prototypes have leaked on a Chinese website. The CAD renders may not be legitimate. It wasn't stated that the renders were mock-ups. However, the original poster was a 3D modeling enthusiast, so it's a possibility that should be considered. Nevertheless, the two photos depicting the actual hardware are likely real.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I
If
mean,
it-
like,
if
you know,
it is,
you know how we
it's a
roll.
ve- it's
Don't
gonna be
believe
very
these
close.
until Nintendo says it, but it's a good guess. I mean, based on all the rumors that we've talked about and covered up to now, it's close. It's got the new Joy-Con look, but it's kind of the same thing. It's an 8-inch screen.
Have you
it's...
looked?
Say what?
Have you looked at it?
Yeah.
The images I posted somewhere. I don't know where I posted them. I've lost them.
No,
I found them.
I had seen them online, and then I saw that thing about
The-
the renders being fake.
Yeah, but the builds I definitely think were real. I mean that's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it, if it's
Yeah.
not real, it's a good guess.
yeah.
It's probably not going to be very different. So
Yeah, the CAD is probably fake, but the actual build stuff would be not impossible to fake. I just think more annoying to fake.
Mhm.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's
I hope the CAD stuff is real. I like the fact that it has a USB-C on the top and bottom.
I mean,
Yeah.
even if it's not real, I'm hoping features like that are.
I mean, yeah, that's probably fake. But also, I mean, like a big complaint of the Switch that kind of fell into obscurity was I can't charge this thing while playing in tabletop unless I buy an accessory.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So it could also be
because you have
real.
the charging port coming out the middle bottom of it.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously, like it would just be power only. I'm sure Nintendo's not going to pipe any display data in there, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't, take it or leave it, kind of for me. Um,
Definitely.
and final discussion topic of the night: who is your favorite villain from a video game and why?
Mm.
I wrote
Mhm.
this and I don't even have an answer prepared.
Favorite. Um, that's hard.
Ulfric Stormcloak.
He
From
murdered the High King with his voice. um, Honestly, I really like. Um, this is kind of a obscure, not probably my favorite, but just a villain that I really like would be Mithrix from Risk of Rain 2.
Mm.
It's just the fact that, there you are going through this world and, gradually getting stronger and stronger as you defeat more enemies and get more stuff. And then you finally get strong enough when you get to this teleporter and it sends you up to the moon. And you're fighting through like hordes of enemies trying to get to this boss. And then you finally get up to his arena and the music immediately shuts off. You have this like animation of gathering clouds as all of his energy kind of like coalesces, and then he just like appears, and it's this giant like golem rock dude with a huge fucking hammer, and you're just like this tiny little speck on the screen while he's like flying around swinging at you with his giant hammer. It's a very intense boss fight,
Mhm.
and you can do it over and over again, and it pretty much never gets old, in my opinion. Let's see, what are some other good bosses
I
and good
don't know if this is an
enemies?
acceptable answer, so I'd like feedback. But I
Mhm.
think I want to say the Baker family of Resident Evil 7. I know like that's multiple people, so that's kind
You
of
know
a
what?
cheat,
That's fair.
but
I
I
mean, yeah,
think none of those characters have the story hit that they do or the fear that they invoke if it's not this family setup where they were all real people that all got turned into wildly different and all equally scary people.
and I don't think it needs to be a specific one character. As long like if it's a primary villain of a game being either a singular villain or a group of villains, as long as it's like the primary evil of the game, I think it counts. It
Yeah.
makes sense. So
Sephiroth.
In that case, I'm going with Organization 13 from Kingdom Hearts.
Mhm.
nice.
Just
Um,
all of them.
I will go ahead and throw out
I would-
literally every final boss from every From Software game that I have played.
Oh, boo,
be,
boo.
be
That's
that,
an
be
easy
that,
answer.
be,
Boo.
Boo,
Every
look,
boo,
you
FromSoft
already.
game,
boo.
jerker of the
Okay,
year out
fine.
here, bro.
Okay, fine. Then I will say specifically, my favorite is Gehrman and the Full Moon Spirit from Bloodborne,
Okay.
and Radagon Elden Beast from Elden Ring are both super intense, super cool fights, amazing.
Yeah, the moon
The
presence
music,
does look pretty
yeah,
cool. I'm looking at some photos of
So
it. It's pretty
Moon
sick.
Presence is insane, and it's such a cool. Like after you're going through this whole thing, you finally get to Moon Presence. It's such a dope scene.
ooh.
It really, really is.
Bear, what was the one you said? Like, what is it from?
He said
Skyrim.
Ulfric Stormcloak from Skyrim.
It really depends on what side you're on.
Yeah, because you could also say Tiber Septim with the Empire would also be an enemy if you go with the Stormcloak route
Oh.
Or Balgruuf. Balgruuf
So
first.
or Balgor.
there's one I would like, but it's technically an endgame spoiler.
What game is it?
It's one of the Kirby games.
I don't think anyone's
I
gonna be
don't
upset.
feel like that's going to be
Yeah,
so considering all of them
I
were
feel like
added
it's gonna be
to
fine.
Kirby Star Allies, except for I guess the one from um, the new game,
Okay.
Lost World.
Is it the one from that one?
I'm gonna. It's Kirby's Return to Dreamland, I think. Let me double check.
King Dedede?
What?
I mean, not a bad answer, honestly.
No.
I mean, yeah, no, Kennedy's goaded actually, but no, yeah.
I do love DDD.
So, spoiler for Kirby's Return.
I don't think
Return
he's
to
as
Dreamland.
cool as Meta Knight though.
No, Meta Knight's awesome. I love Meta Knight.
Meta Knight is such a cool enemy.
Um, but Magalore, dude, such like you work with him, you rebuild his ship like the whole game, if I remember correctly, and
Correct.
then it's
Yeah,
like,
that is the main thing in the game.
and he's like, guess what, bud? he, it's it's been a minute since I played because that was back on the Wii, bro. But I remember it
Why
to this
not
day.
play it on the Switch? They gave him his own campaign.
No, because that's $60.
That's crazy.
And he spent
Mine's
all his
still
money on that
Sephiroth.
custom car tag.
Yeah, he spent it all.
Exactly. So true. See ya, bro.
Sephiroth's a good
All
answer.
of his like
Yeah.
barrels and barrels of
you.
money.
No, he's poor.
$0.
Bucket loads of cash.
That's crazy.
All the bucket loads of cash he has.
That is wild. $0.
Bruh.
That's crazy.
But if I remember correctly, like the worlds in Kirby's Return to Dreamland spelled out something.
I don't know.
What?
Give me a sec.
That
Yeah.
sounds like
So
making things up.
no. Hang on. Give me a second. Yeah. Because the crown is what made him evil, I believe, or something. It was something crazy like that, right? Give me a second. Yeah, the crown
Well,
makes him evil, and the worlds, like the first letter of every single world in order, spells out crowned.
Crowned.
That crowned, like you
That's kinda
crown a
cool.
king. Yeah, Magalore's sick. I love. The boss fight's good from what I remember. Cool guy, and then, dude, Twist villain, which is sick. Peak
Oh, you
game.
know who else is a really fucking it's morbid villain, but a very cool. Also, Cooper, can you do that?
Yeah.
A really cool but morbid villain, also from Bloodborne, would be the Orphan of Kos. The Orphan of Kos is a wild fight, and he's probably one of the hardest fights in that game. But it's basically a baby, um, like great one, kinda. I forget what they're called in that game, but he's like a baby great one, and he's literally walking around like freshly born, and he still is carrying a placenta that he whacks you with throughout the entire fight, and it
Ooh.
is
Death
a
Stranding fight.
huh?
Death Stranding fight.
I mean, I don't know anything about Death Stranding,
He
so
doesn't know
that
anything about stuff that isn't from software.
that's not true either.
Well-
He doesn't know about the first Strand game.
All I know about Bloodborne is that there was a DLC and that there's a girl there named Lady Maria, because I had to find out the date that DLC released for Puzzle
Yeah,
and Astro
and-
Bot.
You're talking about the doctor lady or the
No, she's
um
she's dressed as like the same guy. She's dressed as Bloodborne.
yeah. Oh well, I guess that could be Eileen.
I said Lady Maria.
Mm.
She's in the DLC.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who that is. Because Orphan of Kos is in the DLC too, but I can't remember.
Does
Um,
oh god, what's his name?
I think she's the doctor. I think Lady Maria is the doctor that is the one that gives you
Trust in you.
the third umbilical cord.
There's her.
Ooh.
Um, let me look at the.
Is Morris from Stardew Valley an acceptable answer?
Okay, I do know who that is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
he is kind of a villain.
Yeah, like he's not a prototypical villain, but dude, I don't think I've ever
He's-
hated a person in a game more than I've hated Morris, dude. Morris fucking sucks. Like,
That's
and
fair.
like the whole point,
Yeah.
like, there's no objective in the game about beating him or anything. No violence, no nothing, no conquest or whatever. But dude, just like saying no to the big corpo conglomerate is
ooh.
it hits different.
So true.
Yeah.
Dude, all his lore. His boss fights. It depends. The 2D are okay, but like the 3D with like heroes and stuff. Eggman, bro, Dr. Eggman, in Sonic.
I have honestly not played enough of Sonic to say one way or the other. From the few fights in Eggman that you can get to early on, like Sonic 1 and 2, those are pretty fun, but it's nothing.
yeah.
I didn't even. What the hell are y'all doing?
What?
Are you gonna mention
Freaking Barrett
Valorant?
and Cooper being dumb.
Oh.
Man.
But
Any
yeah,
other final
dude,
submissions?
yeah.
I don't think so. I
I
pretty
mean,
much.
technically, not a villain. Technically, actually, not a villain at all. He's a hero, but we should do cool heroes next week.
Is it
Which-
Mr. L?
Oh, Mr. L's cool. I was thinking Shadow though. Shadow the Hedgehog. from
Shadow's
Sonic.
not a
That's an
villain.
anti-hero.
He's not a villain though. He's a hero.
Dude, okay, but if we're gonna, since Alex brought it up,
He's an anti-hero.
Dementio
Not really.
from Super Paper Mario.
See, I was gonna say Count Black.
Count Black's
But you're-
sick.
Yeah, he's the cool one. Dementio, sure,
It's
but
psychotic.
Count Black makes sense. I agree with his plans.
Dude, none of us said
Um,
Bowser. Oh
okay,
my
buddy.
goodness.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Oh,
but that's because Bowser's
not my
iconic,
favorite
but he's
villain.
not the greatest. Yeah, he's iconic, but that doesn't mean that he's our favorite or he's the best.
That's true. That's true.
yeah.
It's
He's
like
he's a good
Ganon.
dad.
I
He's a
love
goated dad.
Ganon.
He's really. I guess he is kind of a good dad, but also.
Yeah. But also, he kidnaps women, so I don't know.
Yeah.
crazy.
Questionable at best.
Yeah, I wanted to say Ganondorf because like the Tears of the Kingdom whole thing is crazy, and he is super impactful in a lot of Zelda games, but
Yeah.
like it's just kind of it's an easy answer, it's a boring answer, and like I don't know, he's just not my favorite. He's a great villain for the games, and every time he's presented, it's very nice, but he's often not that. He's only really, really intimidating a couple times in the series. Most of the time, because like you find a couple where he kind of stands out, but it's usually the same rigmarole. And after you play a couple of Zelda games, you kind of know what's happening, so it wears off. And like outside of like I don't know, Ocarina of Time and Tears of the Kingdom, I don't know of one where Ganon is like a crazy standout awesome villain. Not that he's bad in any of the games, but nothing where I'm like, wow, man, that guy really is instilling fear and dread into my soul.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It sucks that there's like no like in-game huge villain in Link's Awakening. Like there's fights and stuff and a bunch of bosses and whatnot, but Link's Awakening would be the one I'd pick to of like a villainous type thing because of how, the way the ending goes and how freaking sad and depressing it is. But there really isn't one. Like the villain is your own brain, I guess.
Link.
Link.
I mean, there's a Shadow Ganon in that game, and that's what's the final boss. But
Yeah, but that's kind of weak because he's not even involved in like most of the game.
Anything.
It doesn't play into the story
Yeah.
or anything like that. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us. You got one more?
Yeah. Ooh. Dude. Oh, dude. Subspace Emissary from Smash. Taboo at the end.
Bruh.
Kind of goated.
Cooper coming up with a
He's
reason to
cool.
bring up Subspace Emissary every episode.
Literally, he's
I
done
have
it for the
to.
past like 5.
I have to every time.
Okay, well, I think that's actually going to end up for us here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, youtube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere that you get your podcasts, you can find us. Add us on Twitter at
So
AllNightGamers with a K. Who's your favorite video game villain and why? Are you excited for an Xbox handheld? Are you mad about Sims 5? Are you going to download Cosmo Gang the Puzzle right now?
Yes.
Let us
It's
know.
already downloaded.
And we will be back next week for more gaming news, talk, and discussion. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I
Goodbye.